Hi everyone, Jim Lucas, Chip Magnet Salsa. We are so proud to sponsor the Feftacular every year. This year's Feftacular IV and the Battle of the Salsas is one that will go down in history. We have Rich Miller's Pro Shop going up against the defending three-time champions, the SerbskE Club. Will there be a new champion tonight, or will we crown our first ever four-time salsa champ?
We have a major development. We've got a man down. Man down.
You know you want me there.
As you would expect, the Fef delivering.
Live from Village Bowl in Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin, it's the Feftacular.
Good evening, everyone. You are looking live at Village Bowl and Social, Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin, for Feftacular number 4. They are warming up, finishing up shadow balls in the Wednesday Tippers League here at Village Bowl and Social. And we are ready for another exciting night of league bowling here at the house that the SerbskE's built. It's, of course, the night before Thanksgiving, our favorite night of the year. And can't wait to get the action going here as we try and get ourselves in position.
A little bit of a nod to Brett Musburger there, Fef, with the "You Are Looking Live."
I like to go with that. You know, I like to go with the Brett Musburger style, thing there. But bringing into the broadcast booth here, he is Maxxx Creditz, known to some of you as E-Money or Jeff Ehrhardt. I'm Andrew Pfeffer, bowling with Jeff. And we're ready to rock here.
It's the greatest night of the year, Fef. If you like bowling, you want to be here.
And I do.
If you like salsa, you want to be here.
And I do.
And what makes it for me, right, is the name of the show, is Bowling with the Fef.
Yep.
And this is one of those great times where we get the Fef on the lanes, where we can actually bowl with the Fef and watch the Fef do what I assume most of our watching nation loves to do as well.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
Cool. No, it's a celebration of league bowling, which, of course, this is the night before Thanksgiving, a holiday that I certainly know and love. I mean, who doesn't like to eat until they explode and watch a bunch of football? And just a good time. I mean, there are a lot of centers that have tournaments tonight. They are, supporting worthy causes. They are benefiting charities, and we're just spewing nonsense. That's pretty much what our MO is.
All the above, and we are bowling for salsa.
Yeah, we're bowling for salsa. Let's kind of get you familiar with the lineup first. The gentleman you see there with the raffle tickets is Stretch, and he is making his Feftacular debut. Below him, you see the Fef and June, who you may know as the Doctor, John Workala, Surge and Igo, who are Feftacular, they're pretty standard issue Feftacular players. The Stretch component is a new one here at the Feftacular.
Once in a while, we have to let the big man loose.
Yeah.
And tonight might be that night. He usually brings a little, let's say a little extra juice.
Okay.
Take that any way you want it.
He's fun. I mean, if you look out there right now, and they are still in shadow balls, but you can't miss him. He does not wear sleeves, so you can't help but know where he's at all times.
Can't miss the big man, and as Iggy always says, he's 6'5", and you can't teach that.
Right. Yeah.
And a little bit of a nod to our opponent tonight as well, Fef. The SerbskE's are taking on Rich Miller's Pro Shop. I don't know that we have a graphic to support that lineup tonight.
We don't have a graphic, but another thing that you cannot teach is handicap. And they have it in spades.
In fact,
if you can read those numbers off to the lower right, you'll see that their top two guys have 90 apiece.
well, let's talk a little bit about that, Fef. So it is a handicap league.
Mm-hmm.
And the SerbskEs are going to check in tonight with a handicap total team of 63. And the opponent, Rich Mueller's Pro Shop, checking in with 312 with this particular lineup. They have 7, 8, 9 guys on the roster, but this particular 5, 312 pins. So that's a difference of 249. That's going to be one of the keys to the game. SerbskE's going to have to make up that stagger. Probably means paying a lot of attention to the spares.
And we're talking about head-to-head action here as well.
Oh, hey.
So
watch it, Fef. Family show.
I mean, for a guy like Stretch to take down, an opponent who he's given up almost 60 pins a game to, that's a tough ask. I'm giving up 81 a game to my opponent, and you go on down the line. It's certainly not easy for Pete, John, and Mark.
It's certainly going to be something to keep an eye on. So history tells me usually around that 6th, 7th frame, you want to have made up most of that stagger. If you try to drag not having made up that stagger by the 8th or the 9th, you're going to be putting yourself in a little bit of trouble. And the night is underway.
I like that plan. About the 6th frame or so. Beth checking in, says good luck tonight, boys. Prez checking in from South Carolina. Wow. They're tuning in from all over the country, all over SerbskE's nation. And with that, I guess I will get up there and get things started.
Terrific. Good luck, Fef. So once again, hello to everybody out there. This is Maxxx Creditz along with the Fef. Fef is going to be in and out of the microphone tonight as he is once again joining the SerbskEs for what I'm sure is going to be another special night. This is Feftacular IV, and the SerbskEs are undefeated in the battle for the SALSA. We'll see how that plays out tonight. And the Fef is going to toe the rubber for the first time tonight. He told me that he felt pretty good in practice. And I love this part of the show, right? Because it is literally bowling with the Fef. Here we go. And the Fef delivers, as you would expect. All 10 in the pit. SerbskE Club off to a fine start. Next up, third in the order tonight, Pete Serbiak. Pete checking in with a cool 216 average on the year. Down several pins from last year. Well, Fef, I can't say enough about that first shot.
Yeah, that was good. I made a 2-1 right from where I finished off in practice.
And I'm sure the nerves were at an all-time high.
Like I said, with some room to play with on the right there, which I'm not really used to.
Oh, surge. Fef, one of the things that makes the SerbskE Club special is a number of traditions and things that just kind of work their way into a league bowling night that sometimes stick, and there are many things that don't. But we're trying a new one out tonight as Pete Serbiak is debuting his new ball, the Viking.
Right.
It's a roto product, the Viking.
I think it's 900 global.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. You would know, Fef.
I'll
Good
double
job.
check. I'll get a close look on
Thank
my
you.
next trip up to the
Yeah, do
front.
that. And so, for those that were listening closely there, you might have noticed the skull chant on the first strike by Serb. Love it. Could be a new tradition.
So Steve Sachs wants to know, Max, can you describe the atmosphere in the club tonight?
There is one word, Steve Sachs, and that word is electric.
Electric.
Although, I will add, the roads are terrible.
Oh, there.
So if there are people listening and thinking that they want to make it down here for some of that electricity, we'd love to have you guys, but it's all about making it here safely.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more important than that. So if you want to, play it close to the vest and stay home and just kick on the couch and hang on for the next 3 hours, that works well too.
That's why we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Make it nice and easy for you to take it all in without, without making that dangerous trip out here.
But there's still room for you out here. I mean, the more the merrier.
Sure. Now, we should mention, because of the conditions outside, we have declared this to be a shoe booty appreciation night. And maybe you can kind of get into that a little deeper because, for folks who maybe don't bowl regularly, aren't avid bowlers, they may not understand what that means.
Well, the booty goes by a lot of different terms. Right, Fef?
That's right.
I mean, you could call it a slipper, or you could call it a shoe protector. What else you got, Fef?
You always want to be protected.
Yeah, absolutely. But in these parts, we normally refer to it as a booty. And every once in a while, about twice a year, somebody will slip on the covering to the shoe when you're off the lanes. You want to make sure your bowling shoe is protected.
This is stretches, by the way. That's what it looks like.
There's a great visual for the folks at home. And every once in a while, about twice a year, somebody will leave that thing on and then go try to bowl. And that is a absolute recipe for disaster.
So he's got a couple different kinds. That's Serb right there.
So there's only a few rules to remember when it comes to the booty. And one is to make sure you remove the booty. And tonight is a booty night, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And again, take that any way you want.
Right. We appreciate the use of the booty responsibly.
Wow. Let's just leave that right where it is.
Responsible use. Anyway,
Moving on. The SerbskEs all struck in the first frame.
An electric start, says Steve.
And for our opponents, a couple of spares and 3 opens. Now,
okay, that's a 7-8. Stretch has left himself. That's going to be a tough make here. Mr. P. Serb Prez. Oh, see, he says it is electric. I see him over there on his phone. There you go.
Fef, I don't know. Do you have a term for the 7-8 leave? I do, if you don't.
Hit you with it. I don't.
Okay, well, a little bit of a story. One of the OG original SerbskE members was a guy named Milt Nitwitz.
Oh, okay.
No longer with us. He's passed on. But Milt was famous for leaving the 4-5 split. So when we position a couple different pins a little further back, such as the 7-8, we refer to that as the Milty in the rear. The 4-5 is the Milty. The 7-8 would be the Milty in the rear.
See, I've heard you get into the super Milty once in a while.
So
but
far,
that's not the 7-8.
We'll talk about the Super Milty later if somebody leaves that. So, oh man, for the folks that are out there, I mean, we are 10 minutes into this thing, and so far the content has been the booty and talk of Milty in the rear. So stick around for the next 2.5 hours. We'll see where this takes us. All right, so once again, let's reset the landscape tonight. The SerbskEs start in a 249 pin hole. It is absolutely critical to be clean, and better yet, string strikes early to try to position yourself to make up some of that stagger. Now, they've done a good job of that so far. We're only barely into the second frame. And the Fef puts up the first double of the night. And that means an extra card in the SerbskE card poker game. For those curious, every time a SerbskE member strikes or makes a split, we take a card. We don't throw cards back. We are allowed to keep all of the cards we collect. But in the first game of the night, the first double gets an extra card. In the second game of the night, the first three-bagger takes an extra card. And in the third game, the first four-bagger takes an extra card. So the Fef has earned himself a bonus card, my friend.
Card.
I was just chatting a little bit about how the card game works in SerbskE land.
Yeah, it's tough to follow. I'll admit, especially when you get up to once you get to the third game, when you have like three simultaneous card games.
That's a good point. We haven't talked about that yet. So, in addition to that, the card rules are such that we play a single deck for game one. We'll expand to two separate decks and two separate hands for the second game. And then only on holiday nights, such as tonight or holiday eve, 3 decks in game 3. Only team in the nation I know that's doing that.
It's
Unbelievable.
It's
The innovation of the SerbskE Club.
It takes a lot of effort.
It takes a lot of effort
to do that. Beth, SV5X is digging Cowboy Ron's jersey tonight.
Ooh. See if I get
Notice
the cowboy on the air later.
Yeah, the SerbskE on the back. That's good stuff.
So as you know, Fef, but maybe for the benefit of the listening audience, the SerbskEs are a big fan of nicknames. And oftentimes we're handing out nicknames to some of our opponents, and they don't even know that we have nicknames for them. But these nicknames will work their way into the social media posts, and they're certainly going to work their way into the action tonight. So the Cowboy is one of the SerbskE faves. Cowboy Ron is a huge Dallas Cowboy fan and literally wears a Cowboy jersey every time he bowls, in a different one. Yeah, he's got hundreds of jerseys on there. All right, Fef, go get him. All right, welcome to the booth. One Mark Ignatowski.
Hey, Max.
Mark, say hello to the people.
How many we got on right now? 6, 7?
Ooh, we've got the Prez, we've got Beth, we've got some Saxes out there. Shout out to all those guys.
Cowboy Ron's jersey looks amazing.
Just
Thank him for wearing it.
yeah, we were just talking about Cowboy Ron a little bit. Mark, let's talk some game here.
Oh,
I mean, you guys are giving up a mess of pins.
260 or so.
Yeah, the SerbskEs have 2 opens up there right now.
It's typical if you start so early on.
Yeah, and tell the people what are your keys to the game tonight, Mark?
We're gonna have to match up. Play a matchup zone. They are a little bigger than us, so we're gonna have to make sure we just use our speed, maybe trap them a little bit in the backcourt, and hopefully make up all these pins. Speed up the game, make sure we make it a high-scoring game, and I think we should be okay.
Yeah, you definitely want to play at your pace.
Up tempo.
Stubborn 10 pin there for the Fef as he reaches for the spare ball.
Did Stretch play pickleball today? Do we know?
Probably.
That man plays pickleball, everybody.
Indoors, I hope. It wasn't pickleball friendly
No,
outside today.
not how you recommend wearing a booty either.
We talked a lot about the booty. We'll talk more about the booty, and the Fef has just
Make up with those doubles, though, Jeff.
The Fef won't like this when he watches the
talk
playback, but this is
opening with the Fef. All right, see you soon, Max. Good job. Keep it up.
all right, Mark. All right, let's recap where we're at. SerbskE's have a few opens up there. Pete Serbiak's up next, working on a double. And Rich Miller's Pro Shop is, I would say, doing about what they're supposed to be doing. Again, given averages and taking different levels of skill into account, I think they're about where they would normally be at. And the SerbskE's have to kind of keep an eye on that because the opens aren't going to help. And Fef, that's not necessarily directed at you, but I know that you expect to make those.
I was just told that spares are optional in game one. And I'm glad that Serbs says thanks to our 6 or 7 viewers.
Yeah, for the kids, 6'7", 6'7".
That's what they do these days.
That's what they do.
Yeah. All right.
That was
June.
neither a 6 nor a 7 pin, though.
No.
As John Workala strikes in the third frame. John, check again tonight, averaging 223. Right about where he's normally at.
That's a nice number for really any league season.
And the SerbskE anchor is Mark Igatowski. High average in the league, currently at 230.
There you go.
In Fef, one of the things to keep an eye on tonight.
Uh-oh.
We all got stripes except for you, and now you owe a buck or two in the pot. You're a part-time striker, only you, part-time striker. Only him, part-time striker. Yeah.
Oh, Fef. Oh, man. How does that feel?
That feels like I need to get some
Serenaded by your once-a-year teammates.
But,
A
you know,
time-honored SerbskE tradition.
You know what I gotta tell you is I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't start with you didn't strike, because we have adopted that on our team back home, and we don't do the part-time strike. We just do the you didn't strike. In fact, we're so like it's such a part of our culture now that when our anchor gets up and one person hasn't struck and the other 3 have, we literally go.
Love it.
Just in anticipation that either our anchor is gonna strike, or the other 4 have struck and he's not.
The part-time striker, I think, though, is my favorite
It's pretty good.
of all the goofy things
Pretty darn
that the
good.
SerbskEs do. That one really,
Yeah.
really resonates.
But yes, I do owe the pot, so I'm gonna go up there and pay my debt, and then try and come back and maybe throw another 4.
Sounds good. So everybody for the SerbskEs struck in the third frame except for the Fef. And that means the Fef will be throwing an extra $1 into the SerbskE poker pot, having been serenaded with part-time striker. Hollywood, Tony Serbiak checking in from California. Shout out to the Little General. Appreciate all the people patching in from around the country. You have to like bowling because this is a 3-hour marathon. I've got 3 hours of content, I'm sure. Nobody cares, but I'm a little bit under the weather tonight, so trying to make it through here with a little bit of cold medicine, a little bit of gin and tonic, maybe a little bit of salsa. Oh, Pete Serbiak joining us in the booth. Pete, off to a pretty good start there. You've got the first three, as does Iggy.
Iggy and I have the first three.
And we were talking about how important this is to make up for those opens for stringing strikes.
Or the gutter balls that some of our bowlers have thrown so far. Mrs. Cowboy in the house, by the way. Fef got us back on the board after that stretch gutter ball 9.
Yeah, I don't think I even mentioned that.
The gutter ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's mention that again.
Stretch had a gutter ball in the 4th frame, and he did not convert.
How does that happen?
Comes and goes.
It comes and goes. So it is a just cavalcade of people funneling in and out of the booth here today. Hard for Maxxx Creditz to keep track of who he's talking to and all the action and all the people that are stopping by to say hi. This is Cowboy.
All night. I mean, we're wrapping this thing up with a post-game show. Everything. He's got me filling out a sanction card.
Unbelievable. The
All
Fef
right.
is filling out a sanction card as we speak.
So Tony Serbiak.
It's all got to be on the up and up, Fef.
Hello from Hollywood, California. It's a couple hours earlier there than it is here.
It is.
He says, got the Bucks game on and the Feftacular. It's like Buffalo Wild Wings over here.
Love it.
All right.
Absolutely love it.
And Steve says, watching you from the ice abode in St. Peters, Missouri. That could have multiple meanings these days. Be well, Steve.
A little bit of everything out there, Fef, in terms of our listening audience today.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Pete Serbiak can convert that stubborn 10-pin. And another SerbskE open.
All or nothing here.
You know, I was told there'd be no math, but as I just kind of look at some of those opens, Fef, I mean, this can't be adding up in a good way. We're about halfway through the match.
Yeah.
For the game.
It's and they normally put me in the second position in my league back home. So again, I'm normally giving up a few pins as I am tonight. And in a match like this, I mean, if my opponent's getting more than half, I figure I'm behind.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm kind of a lot behind right now. And for the team, we're a lot behind.
Let's talk a little bit about how the scoring system works.
Yeah, tell us.
So in this handicap structure, everybody's bowling head-to-head, right? So we've got head-to-head handicap action 1 through 5. Each victory, beating your opponent is a point. And then for the team score, that's worth 4 points.
Okay.
So it's a 36-point system for the night, including individual matches for all 3 games and total.
Okay.
So we'll be keeping an eye on that tonight and updating you guys as we go forward.
So nothing better than Giannis and Iggy on your TV at the same time. 2 of the GOATs.
Oh, that's a great comment.
Yeah. I feel like we're getting close to a point where each of us has missed a 10-pin now.
I would say the team is taking turns. And my advice is to stop leaving them. So let's see if the Fef will take that advice. As he carefully removes the booty, adjusts the knee brace. I hope you guys can see this. This is great. Great action. Fef's got a lot going on there. All right, now he's ready. Let's talk a little bit about this matchup tonight. So, this is a 16-team league, and we bowl halves. So the winner of the first half and the winner of the second half make a playoff, and then 2 wild card teams will be named, chosen by the next best records for the total season. So we're a fair amount of way through the first half.
Yeah, we're in the final quarter of the first half, and
That's right, Pete.
we've got some work to do.
And the SerbskEs are checking in 9th place today, but not as bad as it sounds. They're only about 15 points out of 4th to kind of put that in perspective.
Yeah, we're about 2. We need 2 big nights. Tonight's a big night. I mean, it's a big night on a lot of fronts. Obviously, when the Fef is in the house, it's always a big night.
So the 9th place SerbskEs against the 15th place Rich Mueller's Pro Shop.
Yeah,
And if I'm Roger Goodell, I might have chosen to flex this
I would
one.
have flexed this one. I think they've got 3 or 4 JJ McCarthy's in their lineup, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, a lot of number 9s.
All right, the Fef making his way back to the booth.
I was just informed that was the first 10 pin the team has made this evening.
10 pins have been the early story, I suppose.
For whatever that's worth.
And Fef, I'm noticing you've got a lot going on here. You have to slip onto the booty, slip off of the booty.
Yep.
I saw you adjusting the knee brace.
It's a lot.
Oh, skull. There's that new SerbskE Viking tradition.
And I did confirm it is a 900 global product.
One more time. It was a what product?
900 global, which
900.
when it comes down to it, I mean, oh, and look who has entered the building. The All-American. Ashley Olenichek.
She's a little disgruntled that she hasn't officially made her appearance in this event yet.
That's true.
Well, someday we may have to get Ashley there too. And she is a true All-American for collegiate bowling at University of Wisconsin Whitewater.
That's not just a nickname; it's a fact.
Terrific career. And her name hangs in the very rafters of Village Bowl here. She's also the state champion.
State champion from Menomonee Falls High School.
Well-decorated career for Ashley and one of the critical members of Team Reserve SerbskE.
Maybe at some point she'll come here and have a word on the live stream. Maybe.
That's kind of risky, but yes, we could definitely get her.
One of the questions that I would ask is she, or I'm guessing is her husband, somehow related to the Olenichek that was the Packers president back in the Lombardi days?
Now
That's a great
double
question.
coming
I
credit
don't know
card.
the answer to that, but that is a great question. Maybe we can find the answer.
I'm not sure if the dump button is available, but Ashley is in the house.
I did tell the Fef that it would be a risk to put her on the air
It says risky. It says her and Stretch. It's a push. It's a coin flip. As who's more risky.
I'm a risk taker. I'm a risk taker.
Still getting your first drink.
Okay,
Probably fine.
so
Yes, like window of a half hour.
maybe now's the time. Okay, so Ellipse 300 says hello from lanes 9 and 10. So we've got somebody one pair over who's checking in. Glad
Love
to
it.
see that. We do have little flyers hanging throughout the center, telling people where they can tune in. Steve says, Max, how about that Dayton win at Marquette last week? Go Flyers.
Oh, yeah. So I was at that game, Fef. So my alma mater, the Dayton Flyer basketball team, was in town to play Marquette.
Okay.
And the fan base also showed up well. So the Flyer faithful were in attendance and rewarded with a victory. So it was a terrific Flyer night.
See, I think that Dayton has the home of the first floor.
Yeah. Kind of put that on the map. Hope everybody at home is enjoying this riveting bowling action tonight. I'm not sure how well those scores translate to your screens at home, so kind of recap where we're at. 694 total pins for Rich Mueller's Pro Shop. Midway through the sixth frame, about 537 for the SerbskEs. So that's a difference of about 169 pins or so. Remember, the SerbskEs started in the hole, 249 pins. So they've made up a little bit of some of that stagger, but it's going to be an uphill climb from here, and they're going to have to get hot. Now, to that point, the bottom of the SerbskE order, Pete, John, and Iggy, do have strikes up. And doubles here would really be the beginning of a possible comeback foundation, but we shall see as the Fef made his spare. I think these teams are kind of finding their way, getting comfortable out there, figuring things out. Oh man, I don't know if the world is ready for this, but Maxxx Creditz is now welcoming to the booth Sriracha herself, Ashley. Oh, the All-American. Ashley, say hello to the bowling world.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Look at that. Come
I
on.
made it. I'm fashionably late like always. I never make it here on time.
And what the heck should we talk about?
Everything and anything.
Let's talk about this. Why aren't you out there tonight?
Well, I'm sure everyone has seen the clip. The SerbskE Club is a little sexist.
Yep. I think that's possible.
I mean, we have been together for how many years now? You guys adopted me years ago.
We did.
All right? And you have never once invited me.
Nope. Not
Not
once.
once.
Not once. Nope.
I used to come and support you, but then it felt like a personal attack.
Yep, I can. Yeah. Well, we can change this, right?
I heard you guys already fixed the situation. I was informed I have a reservation.
Tell me more.
I held up a reserved sign, and Serby said, that's because next year we have a spot for you.
Yeah. All right. And let's call it what it is. These guys are old. Somebody could easily go down tonight we're one injury away from you being on those lanes in the next like 10 minutes.
And next year is supposed to be Youth Gone Wild.
Oh, I love it. All right, so you have a reserved spot
That's what I've been told.
in
There's a picture to prove
Feftacular
it.
5.
Yep.
Sure. The Fef, it's kind of your show, so if you have a question, yeah, speak up, young man.
All Americans wear form, right? So with that team, process, and we're going to go some money there. No, it's a towel.
Yes, a towel.
But I want to ask
Look at that all-American form. Bang!
That is his quarterback. Yeah, that's one of his better ones I've seen lately, actually.
Are you comfortable watching yourself
Oh,
bowl like this?
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I look good. I'm throwing the ball great.
Tell me about that reaction right there.
I think I said, "Oh, baby," and then I give myself, "Oh, my sacks." Those are my sacks. I have the sweatiest hands on earth, so I have 2 puff balls when I bowl. One of them is completely empty, not a single thing in it. That was from when I won high school state in 2010. He commentated that match, actually. Yep. And then the other one is because I have sweaty hands and I actually need it. I need a not empty one. So I wrap it in my towel to make sure I don't lose it with my elbow and my wrist brace. Yes, those are my sacks.
All right. So once again, Maxxx Creditz just feels the need to do this and recap the night. We've gone from various topics concerning the booty. We've talked about Milty in the rear. And now we're covering sweaty sacks.
Sweaty sacks.
I mean, I thought it was a family show, but
Hey, I've worked on my language for tonight. It's a family show.
I have my finger on the dump button just in case. Max is ready with that.
I haven't had a full drink yet, so we have some time.
We do have time. All right, Ashley, recap for the folks where this match is at.
Well, we're currently down a lot. We
Yep.
need Fef to not leave 8 counts and maybe start striking here. Even Stretch is doing that. So, I mean, he's missed a spare, but he's striking. He's striking.
I agree. So, Pete has struck 5 out of 6 frames.
Yeah.
Iggy has struck
And honestly,
5 out of 6 frames.
I had some criticism. I see that that gutter in the 4th. You know, hitting pins on your first ball, it helps a lot.
Well said. And what's interesting is I assume the people at home are watching every single shot.
Obviously.
Max is kind of set up like way in the back here, so it's actually kind of hard to see as people are walking back and forth, and I don't really have the best visibility, so we totally missed that gutter ball by Stretch and really didn't talk about it.
That's a bummer. I wish I would have witnessed it.
It shouldn't happen.
I would have laughed. All right, he liked it. He did a thing. Oh,
You
all
did do a
down.
thing.
We love that.
Skull.
Oh, this is new. Okay,
That's our new thing.
I can get behind it.
So Pete's now throwing the Viking.
Oh.
So we do a little Viking kind of thing.
why did he buy one of those? Aren't Vikings usually free by like January?
Oh, rim shot. Fef. Well played, Fef. Well done, sir.
No.
I would agree. Usually the Vikings are freed up by about that time.
Oh, Beth. Hi, Beth, if you're still here. I missed you. And Dad. Oh, Dad.
All right, so Ashley, even though you're not officially bowling tonight,
Yeah.
what's on the Ashley bowling horizon? So what do we have coming up? You got the state tournament coming
Let me
up.
check my calendar.
Let's check the calendar.
I got things coming up.
You have many things
I
going
do.
on. So where does the All-American go next?
The All-American might be bowling at Waukesha at Sunset for a tournament. I don't know. I'm not committed to that, but I'm definitely bowling something somewhere on the 7th, a doubles tournament. Not sure what that is. And then, yeah, we have state, we have city, we have nationals. I don't remember when those are all either. I don't know.
But it's
I live
all
day by day.
the big stuff coming up in the next few months.
Yeah, big things, big things. Our team is hopefully going to win some titles.
Looks like Iggy went across.
He
there.
did, he did.
Yeah, that's getting a mess.
It's okay. Because he's going to pick it up.
Now, the Feth had an interesting question about your last name.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
He was
Is that how
talking
to
about
pronounce it?
some Packer executive in the 60s. Do you know if there's any, connection there?
That would be a great question for my husband, but I bet you he could give you the same answer, and that's, I don't know.
I don't think that's come up before.
No.
So
Nope.
I think the Feth was trying to connect some dots.
Yes. Nope. My maiden name is Bell, not Olenzak. So I don't know the whole Olenzak family history, but I'm sure there's someone who could tell us. Big O.
Well, if anybody out there is Googling that or chat GPTing it right now, let us know if there's a connection with the Polonichik last name to the bowling world and the NFL world. Beth commenting better score graphics this year. It's tough, guys, but we did appreciate your feedback last year. I don't think we put the scores up there last year and they weren't readable. I don't know if this year's any better.
It's visible.
Maybe a little bit better. I think you can kind of tell what's going on. And trust me, guys, I don't have the best vantage point here either, so kind of difficulty.
All right.
But we're not going to make any excuses.
Of course not.
We're going to be positive and we're going to talk it through, and everybody's going to hang with me for the next 2.5 hours of fun.
All right. Let's see if Beth can get a strike here. 3 spares in a row, but I guess he made those, so that's pretty good. Let's strike it up.
Yeah, I think the Feth is still trying to find his way here in game one. But
Well, we are making up pins. We're now only down 83, but that's not enough. Ooh, that was a good shot. Unfortunate, but
I really think the Feth liked that one off the hand based on his body language.
he seemed like he did a little jig up there.
Yeah, little Fethination. Stuff.
I can't think of anything either. I was trying to.
Oh man, the cold medicine and gin combination is starting to kick in.
I did giggle when it seemed like your medicine was not just medicine, but also a gin and tonic. That makes sense, though. I would do the same.
You have to know your body and know how to nurse it back to perfect health.
All right, Pete.
Everybody's got their own formula.
Pete's
All right.
working on a 3-bagger here. Let's
He
make it
is
4.
working on a 3-bagger. Great point by the All-American.
That's a lot of pins.
Pete has struck with all but that 4th frame.
It seems like the 4th frame wasn't the best one.
Sometimes what we call a mental frame off.
Is that a SerbskE Club term?
It is one
Is
of
it
the
patented?
time-honored traditions.
Where did that one come from?
Well, that is something we came up to describe my bowling. I think I lead the team in career mental frame off category. But Pete did deliver another strike, so he now has a 4-bagger and
now
7
we're only down
of 8.
43.
And the SerbskEs are closing that gap with a little bit of help from the Rich Mueller Pro Shop. In fact, Rich Miller's Pro Shop put 3 splits on the board in the 7th frame, making one of them. And then posting back-to-back opens in the 8th frame. So to your point, Ashley, the SerbskEs are right where they want to be, having closed the gap to about 50 pins with a little over 2 frames to go.
I believe in the club, especially with some strikes on the way up into the 9th. All they got to do is set themselves up for a beautiful 10th frame, and things will be golden.
I like the way you think.
As always, that's what our anchor does.
Ignatowski on lane 12, a little bit wide.
Okay, we may have jinxed it. Shouldn't look.
Looked to me like he just got a little bit wide.
Serbia is taking complete blame for that. I agree.
It's the old announcer jinx. But as long as he covers up the spare, I still think it positions the SerbskE club for about where they want to be. And yet another split on lane 11 by
Yep, they're going to be working
Rich Miller's Pro Shop.
on some opens on the other side for the next frame. So that's a lot of pins that they can make up as well.
So Ashley, I've been kind of slowly introducing the audience to some of the SerbskE traditions. And let's try another one. One of the other things that we like to do is we call this guess the opponent job. Like,
Okay.
So you bowl with these guys all year long, all right?
Right.
And in our league format, we're going to bowl this team twice. So, you know, you see them every week, but you only bowl with them a couple times a year. So let's check out this guy on lane 11. He's got kind of a sweatshirt, and I think a brewer cap. What do you think his occupation might be? And again, we don't know this guy at all, but
I'm going to have to gather a little more data.
Daniel Hotchkiss. We're trying to guess your job.
I need to watch his mannerisms a little, and obviously how he throws the ball matters.
Physical appearance, the way he's dressed, the way he throws the ball, the way he kind of carries himself. I mean, like, is he a dentist? Is he a lawyer?
He's not a dentist. He's not a lawyer.
Is he a machine operator? Bus driver?
I could see a machine operator. Bus driver, no.
Marketing?
Definitely not marketing.
Business?
There's no way, right?
It's kind of fun, right? You can
is.
play along at home.
I'm kind of feeling
we're
machine
trying to guess.
operator.
Guess.
I was initially thinking something trades like for a little bit.
So in case you didn't get a good look, because, you know, sometimes, again, the physical
It matters.
appearance matters, right? Play along at home. We'll give you a couple frames to think about it, but we're focusing in on Daniel Hotchkiss, who is the anchor bowler for Rich Miller's Pro Shop. I'm trying to guess his occupation.
We're going to find out by the end of the night. I will ask him.
And then we'll ask him. And then we'll tell him. We'll tell our audience what it is.
All right. Beth now looking to set himself up for this 10th frame.
All right, back to more important things.
We haven't gained any more pins.
Big Stretch has struck in the 9th. Now the Fef is trying to follow suit. And he does.
Did it. There we go.
And somehow, some way, the SerbskEs appear to be positioning to overcome this deficit.
They are well on their way.
And I'm looking at that scoreboard, specifically the Rich Miller Pro Shop side, and I see 7 splits.
Looking like a Christmas tree up there.
All in the last 4 frames.
See all those ornaments?
And that seems to have opened up the doorway, and the SerbskEs have walked right through it with a chance to get off to a great start here in game 1.
Beth, would you like to make a comment about your last shot?
The only question was, should I It's the thumb too. I'll go with the same thumb. And this is the thumb. I wish I had the same thumb. Whatever.
All right.
Whatever. They all win.
It sounds like he's unsure of what's going to happen next.
Just don't know
I
The
don't
Stretch
either.
is debating thumb comfort. Oh man, I mean, only bowlers can like relate to that, right? But if you don't have a total comfortable feel,
No.
it's a huge factor.
Oh, I agree. I dropped my bowling ball actually on Monday. I got 3 off the right on the strings at Sussex.
You know, and this time of year, right? I mean, things are expanding, contracting. It's weather, could be weather related.
Yeah, that woman related,
It could be
taco and margarita related.
it could be what you're taking on or ingesting.
It was Mark's before bowling, so it might have been Mark related.
Absolutely. So there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of factors.
I picked it up. All right, good cover, good cover.
So the SerbskE Club appearing to take care of business. 3 strikes in the ninth. John converts his spare.
You know what?
And I
Iggy has
think-
the opportunity to do
I think it's a 5-pin spread right now.
that, and everyone else is struck. And what is our anchor bowler good at? Stuffing people in the hole.
Mark. Whoa, man. I'm gonna leave that one right where it is. Wow.
Oh, 9, 9, 9.
Man, the Fef has his good stuff there.
Oh,
And Iggy is celebrating a little bit as the SerbskEs take the lead
John.
in the bottom of the ninth frame. And things are looking up in the battle for the salsa.
For the first time all night, it looks like the other team is down 6 pins.
Now, we'll be keeping everybody up to date. We'll be keeping track of these head-to-head matches. Those are going to start to fill in here as the leadoff bowlers for both teams. You're giving up 249 pins, Pete.
It's not a little.
So let's recap here. If Stretch strikes here, well, let's see what happens first. Big Stretch is up on lane 12.
You know, I was going to make a comment about that. Ooh, he's
And
feeling
just as advertised, all 10 in the pit.
it. You like that
Stretch
one.
lays a double. He could go off. He could go off this chart here for 194.
Is that, what's his average? Is that about it? Remember that one time Stretch said he was a better bowler than me?
That would be right on Stretch's average for the year.
I don't think Stretch is an All-American.
And the internet agrees.
Right now, he's high sleeveless hoodie in the house.
High sleeveless hoodie is a category. And Stretch fails to go off the board.
Max out.
And he needed to strike there to win his point, which is what I was kind of struggling to mathematically figure out from
I see now.
from
Yes.
the fourth. I feel like I'm in the fourth deck here, way away from the action, but doing my best to describe it to the people. All right, so Stretch 183, 217 with the handicap. Indeed does win
Oh, he
his
does.
point
We can't math.
over Wow.
Maybe it's the gin and tonics.
Again,
However, I have a
math
white
is
claw. though.
difficult sometimes.
Don't we both
So
deal
that
with
means
math?
the SerbskEs do have their first point.
And that helps. Gaining 10 pins off of his bowler. We're up by 18 now, going into the Fef's first ball.
And the Fef looks like he's in a position to capture his point as well. as his opponent opens in the 10th. So I think the Fef just needs kind of a clean finish here to earn the second point of the night for the SerbskEs. And the Fef is taking his sweet time. And again, I'm keeping a close eye on the booty, which he removed. I'm just waiting for that one time he's going to forget to do it.
Yes, I was watching the stream when you guys were having that conversation. And I had one thing to say. Y'all nasty.
I'm a booty watcher. And
I
I'm watching
actually-
the Fef's booty tonight.
I don't use booties. I boycott them. I just break my ankle when I walk.
Really? You don't use the,
No, I don't have them because I'm that person who forgets.
so you just kind of
I negate the
hop
situation
around,
altogether.
or how do you just maneuver?
I walk either on my heel or
Okay.
on like the side of my foot.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yes, it's not ideal.
That's the other way to do it. Yeah,
Or I just take the chance.
yeah. Roll the dice. All right. The Fef is up on lane 12. Took his sweet time getting up there
He held his pose. He liked it.
and just absolutely buries that one.
In the pocket.
So the Fef can strike out for 213.
This is looking pretty good so far. I mean, we have 3 open frames in the 10th for Rich Mueller's Pro Shop. That's given up a lot of pins to a team that's a little hot now towards the end of this game here.
SerbskEs are definitely taking advantage of those opens. The SerbskEs are undefeated in the Feftacular series.
I don't know what happened. I didn't watch. Oh, he
Goodness.
willied.
Is that a 5-7-10?
He willied. It is. That's incredible. That's on camera.
Wow. We now have a highlight for the Fef to roll year after year after year. Oh, what a magical shot.
That's crazy.
And it's going to be fun to see what he does with this.
Surely it makes a 5-7. Oh, no, just the 10 pin.
Just shoots the 10 pin.
All right.
I think he was just trying to shoot it.
I would have gone for pins. It's a close game. This guy got a strike in the first ball. Oh, he
So the
likes
Fef
that shot.
wins his point by 3, and I suspect he knew he had his point sealed up.
Are we giving him that much credit?
Simply shot the 10 pin. We will ask him about that when he rejoins
Yeah, I
us
think
in the
we
booth.
need to make sure we ask.
Do we have a term for the 5-7-10?
I call it the Willie. Okay, so this dates
You call it
back
the Willie?
the Willie.
Tell me about this. Why do you call it the Willie?
I'm not entirely sure. Now that I'm thinking about it, this came back from Whitewater. So the bowling alley at Whitewater. If you've ever bowled there, you'd know that their lanes are not the most properly maintained. They're actually pretty miserable. I wouldn't recommend bowling there. And every single pin that they set is pretty much offset at all times. So more often than not, you were leaving the Willie, and that's just what we called it. We actually had a sidewall bulletin board where if you left the Willie, we took a picture of you, printed it out, and put it on the board.
Wow.
I was on there. I won't deny it.
Well, I think we now have a term for that. That would be the Willie.
The Willie.
And we've got one Willie tonight.
One Willie. That's
We
the
are-
first Willie
we
I've seen in a very
can't
long
wait
time.
to get the Fef take on that one.
And Pete with the first 2 in the 10th, helping the team gain.
Yeah, Pete
more
is feeling
pins.
comfortable there, and he's throwing a new ball, which is always fun, right? I mean, a new ball right out of the box.
I love new bowling balls. They strike more. It's a fact.
He looks pretty darn comfortable with the Viking. So he's going to cap off a terrific game here. And obviously winning his point, that means the SerbskEs will have captured the first 3.
We have a new guest. Nice. What a fantastic game. 266 for Pete.
Oh, we've got some other I think terms of sour apple. Right, Steve Sachs chiming in, calling it the sour apple. Nice.
I call it the Willy. Yes. Yes, the Willy.
If anybody else out there has a clever term for that weird 5-7-10 lead, let us know.
Willy. Yes. Fun.
All right, a fine
we do have-
266 start for Serbiak.
While we have
Easily
Beth
taking
here-
his opponent by 80 plus
Oh
points.
gosh, yeah, we got this in the bag. But we
Yeah,
do need to
SerbskE.
ask Beth a question about his spare there.
Yeah, sure. Let's bring the Fef on.
Beth, did you know that you already had your point when you shot at that 10 pin? So you just took a risk. Well, yes, I suppose, but you could have almost guaranteed the 5-7. That would have been 2 over 1. Well, the good news is you still won your point.
Yeah, thank goodness. I suppose that now is a good time to mention that I moved to 14 pounds with me.
Excuses.
Fef, we gave you the benefit of the doubt, and we thought you knew the score and just simply shot the 10 pin and just, get the hell out of there, right? Just-
There's a funny story behind it. So, back a long time long ago, we're talking like the late 90s, maybe 2000s.
I was alive.
Longer than you were all. So, I'll grab the microphone just to make sure you can hear this. But a friend of mine, Ed Smaglick, who used to be in town here, great bowler, still is. In fact, I got to see him at I think it was the 24 USBC Masters. He was out there. He lives in Arizona now. Anyway, back when we were in college, he worked part-time at what was then Kuglich's New Berlin, which is now, I believe, New Berlin Ale House. Okay.
Sounds right.
So I'm out there practicing, and I threw a shot kind of like that and left a pocket 710. Before I can blink, the lane shuts off, and immediately, 2 feet appear on the pin deck, and the 5 pin is lowered, and the lane turns back on. So I go up and I throw it a lot like I threw it. Oh. Okay. So the 5 pin is lowered, the lane comes back on, and I shot at it a lot like I did there, only I pulled it. And I pulled it to the point where I cut the 5 into the 7, into the front of it. It hit the sidewall, rolled all the way back across, and took out the 10. Smaglick jumps over the front counter to give me a high five. Yeah. I was not expecting that to happen.
Classic bowling story.
I figured I'd get one just like I did there.
Well played. All right, so to recap the action, the SerbskEs check in with 1087 scratch, 1150 with handicap. And that is good for 8 points. The lone person not claiming his point was John Burkala with a 193. But a good start. 8 points is a good start.
Yeah, I mean, they're up 145 pins. So overall, total is looking pretty good. Good start. It's better than 1 or none.
And a great point, actually. Not only do they capture the victory, but they also created a little bit of spread for the team total of 145 pins as Rich Miller's Pro Shop put up So 693 scratch 1005 with handicap. So yeah, 145 penalty. Heading into game 2.
Can I tell you one other thing?
It's your show.
Right after I hit that first strike, Serb walks over and says, "That ball's hitting harder." And you saw what happened next.
Pete has great timing, Fev. Great observation. Oh my goodness. Stretch has pulled it again. Missing the head pin left by, oh man, 10 boards.
I just noticed the cowboy wearing the SerbskE jersey tonight to support the club. What a guy.
Cowboy is a big supporter of what we do.
He really is.
He's a great dude. Mrs. Cowboy in the house tonight.
Oh. Enjoying her glass of wine.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, I didn't see Stretch's shot, but 7 spare. Yep. Sounds about right.
Missed the head pin left, Ashley.
Sounds about right.
Even though you didn't see it, you can easily play that in your head. You've seen that shot a million times. Right?
All right. Fun fact about our opponent tonight, Casey Ziegelbauer. I went to high school with him.
Oh, really?
I did. I believe I even spent one New Year's with him, at a party with a group of friends when we were in high school.
Interesting. So, do you know Casey's occupation?
I feel like he's a machinery guy. Last I talked to him, he did something with styrofoam cups.
Okay, well, that's a little obscure, but we're going to go with that. Something to do with machinery and styrofoam cups.
Yeah, I believe he mentioned he actually traveled the world to do so. So he seemed important, unless he's lying. Who knows?
So given you have connections, then you can probably figure out some of the other occupations.
That was part of why I was leaning towards machinists for the other guy too. Like
Yeah,
maybe they're all buddies. But I thought his dad used to go on their team too. He's not here tonight.
And listen, I mean, this isn't content you're going to get anywhere else.
No, this
right?
is secret.
Nobody else is out there trying to guess your opponent's occupation. But that's a little bit about how we do it here on Wednesday nights, especially the night before Thanksgiving.
Fef delivering his first ball of the second game.
Fef is looking more and more comfortable. And, let's kind of talk a little bit about this. I mean, the Fef has to roll down here from somewhere up near Chippewa Falls, right? So he's got a long drive. It's kind of slippery outside today. It's that kind of first day in Wisconsin where the roads are a little dicey.
Yeah.
So the Fef's got to make the long trip. He's got all this gear. He's got to set up the cameras, get all the connections, get everything up and running for us. I mean, it's an all-day thing.
It's a lot of effort for sure. I mean, if you could see all the cords rolling all over the place around here.
And then the lights go on. He's got to somehow make sure that everything's running, and he's got to think about bowling and actually trying to contribute in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
He's a competitor. He wants to win, wants to do this the right
He got
way.
his point.
So
Yeah,
we really
we
appreciate all that he does.
Oh, for sure. This is incredible.
There seems to be a lot of concern.
Oh, there it is again. The Skol chant with another SerbskE strike.
Is there concern?
No, I didn't even see it.
I looked back and everybody at the comment was like,
Fef was wondering if there was concern. In that.
5-7 is standing.
It did go down late. It went down late.
I would like to add that Rich Mueller, the Rich Mueller of Rich Mueller's Pro Shop just walked up to me and said, "Oh, the clean language for the stream is done for tonight." No. I cleaned up. I knew better.
Again, my finger's been on that dump button just with an itchy trigger finger, but I really haven't had to use it.
Oh, we lost the last game last week? We were at a 0-win streak?
So let's talk about this.
Yeah, because everyone needs to know what they can possibly attend if we get there.
If the SerbskEs win, how many games in a row? Is it 12?
It was 12.
12. If the SerbskE Club wins 12 games in a row, E-Money, who is not Maxxx Creditz, but kind of similar,
Alter ego?
alter ego kind of a thing, is going to grill hamburgers in his driveway until they're gone. Now, winning 12 games in a row, I don't know if we've ever done that. I assume we might have over the 30 plus years, but it's kind of a tall task.
Well, you are the team historian, so if anybody knew, it would be you.
Yeah, half the time I just make that stuff up. But yes, 12 in a row, and I'm grilling hamburgers in my driveway, and the count is officially at 1. Iggy, validating. Yes, we're at 1. Okay. All right.
Ooh,
The
okay.
count
We
is
were
at
just
1.
informed we lost by 2 pins last week, the third game. Otherwise, the count would be, I don't know, what has been our highest streak so far?
I think we were up to maybe 6.
6?
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Halfway there.
And I wasn't really worried at 6. 12 seems like a tall task.
It does. I can't deny that. 4 weeks in a row?
You basically have to sweep somebody 4 times, right? And so it's basically a month of sweeping your opponent.
At least you know you'd be in first.
Now, the SerbskEs are fully capable of that. So
If any team here can do it, it's definitely the
absolutely,
SerbskEs.
absolutely.
I'll give an honorable mention to the Rat Pack.
They would probably be somewhere in the hunt for that, but not.
Bar's looking pretty empty tonight.
Yep.
I guess the roads were fairly gross. I live fairly close as well, so
That's a good word. The roads are gross. That's a good
they are
word.
gross.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, I mean, if you're within earshot, you're like, maybe I should head down to Village Bowl tonight. I'd be a little careful. I mean, on my way here, there were several cars in the ditch that I passed.
Oh, really?
And I was going like 20 miles an hour and had a huge parade of people behind me, probably pissed off that I was going 20 miles an hour.
We didn't see any cars in the ditch. I did fishtail a little on my way home because I was getting a little triggered. We were going 10 miles under the speed limit. So I guess that's my bad. But on the way here, Jeremy drove like a true gentleman, made sure I got here safely.
Beautiful. Yeah, you can't be too careful, especially that first time of the year, right? Where everybody's kind of not used to it. We don't really have our, what's the right word?
Our snow brains on?
Yeah,
I'll go with
good.
that.
That's a good way to put it.
I will say, I did love driving into work today. There was absolutely no traffic at all. None. But my car was shaking like crazy with all the wind.
A lot of people take this day off.
It's a good day to do so.
It's a good day to get stuff done for those that are out there.
Like all your
in the work
pies for
world.
Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. And how about that Friday after Thanksgiving? Are you working? Or
Burnsy's here. No, in the chat.
Let's read that chat quote. What does it say? I have a fever. I need more strikes.
Burns checking in from up north. Sociable. All right. I'll cheers to that. Hi, Burnsy. You would love my hair tonight.
Whoa. Ashley getting a little frisky in the booth for our audience tonight.
Whoa.
Love it. That should.
You were the one talking about booties.
We've had a lot of booty talk. I don't think the booty talk's over, as the Fef is slipping it on and off all night long.
Oh man.
All right. The beauty of this is we haven't like described any action here. It's just like Jeff and Ashley just sitting here talking like a couple old friends. So let's check in back with the polling and figure out where we're at. Now, I'm noticing that the Rich Miller Pro Shop has put up 4 strikes in the second frame.
Yeah, it looks like they put their game faces on.
I would expect them as competitors to try to make a response here to what the SerbskE Club did in game 1.
Yes, they have 100. Well, how much was it? 145 pins they got to make up if they want to get overall total.
Yeah.
Let's see if Robert can make it 2 up there. Oh no, Stretch is falling apart here.
So for our listening audience and anybody that's here my age in southeastern Wisconsin, the first bowler for Rich Miller's Pro Shop. There's a good look at him. His name is Robert. Man, he looks like my high school principal, Tom Knitter. So any Thomas More alumni out there, take a good look at Rob, bowler number 1 for the Pro Shop, and give me a shout out in the queue. Does he look like Tom Knitter from Thomas More? I think he was the assistant principal back in the day. I think he's a dead ringer.
All right, so the last 2 shots. Oh,
Pete's joining Tom Knitter talk on the lanes.
Tom Knitter, yeah.
Pete, what do you think?
So that guy looks exactly like our vice principal. Or
Yeah, there you go.
From like this.
Tell the world that Max isn't crazy. He looks like our high school vice principal.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell the world that Max is not crazy, but who is that? I don't know who this is. Oh, I don't know who that is. Identify yourself. Yeah, he looks.
Oh, a comment in the queue asking. Yes, he eventually became president. Yeah, Tom Knitter eventually became president. For sure.
Yeah, he became the president. He's a wrestling coach.
Wrestling coach.
Like multiple times state champion.
Disciplinarian.
Disciplinarian. Yeah, he kind of looks like him. I don't. Except his hair is a little. He's got that Gene Wilder from Young Frankenstein hair going on. He's not going to listen to this, right?
surely not. You know what I wish I had right now?
What?
Some tortilla chips, because looking at these chip magnet jars of salsa in front of me, do I want some of that cilantro lime?
You know, that's a great point. We are sitting here with like 11 jars of salsa within reach and 0 chips.
Oh, snap.
I think we need to get our crew on that.
I got some chip magnet wicked in front of me. It says hot on it, and Lord knows I love me some spicy salsa.
It's one thing to sit here and look at the salsa, but we should be enjoying the salsa.
1,000%. And I know they have tortilla chips here. Maybe we should order chips and salsa, throw away their salsa, and eat this.
Here. Get it done.
Ooh. Rich Miller's Pro Shop is really on it. Jason there with a 3-bagger.
Yeah, they're kind of doing what you thought they would do, right? And their averages are much lower than the SerbskE. So there's going to be some peaks and some valleys, and we saw some valleys in game 1. I think we're going to see perhaps some peaks. You know, things have a tendency to kind of even out in the game of bowling.
I don't know. He's on fire right now. Oh,
The
Gavin up there.
SerbskEs are doing what they need to do.
Absolutely. They just need the other team to
Mostly
Split a
clean
little more.
3, the one sore spot being a missed split by hit stretch in the top of the 3rd frame.
And here comes Mark.
See if Pete
Another
wants
strike.
to jump in here and make a few comments.
I got 2 comments. One, when other teams would have a lot of red balls in this game, they have 4 already.
We call them ornaments.
Christmas time ornaments. And I would like to thank Rich Miller because I got a lot of strikes tonight, but probably 4 or 5 of them are, I'm calling them technology strikes. So thanks to Rich Miller.
What does that mean?
That means I'm not throwing the ball great, but that ball is awesome. It's worth all the money I paid for it today.
It's doing all the work.
It's doing all the work, and I'm reaping the benefits right now. So thank you to Rich Miller's Pro Shop, but not the team for bowling Rich Miller's Pro Shop. I'm talking about actual Rich Miller's Pro Shop.
Rich Miller is the driller of balls
Drills my balls
for Team
That's what Rich Miller
SerbskE.
does.
Shout out to Rich and the great work that he does and his team.
I'd like to specify he drills all your balls.
Yes.
Here we go again.
Here's a big stretch. I didn't realize stretch has 2 opens.
Oh, I did. I commented on that.
Not an All-American.
Confirmed.
Ashley, this old guy doesn't have his glasses. What's that comment from Steve Sachs there? Max.
Max, time to contemplate a text.
Ooh. Contemplate a text.
Text. Maybe. This is the time of the night where we order food. Text. Do you have your phone, Max? Okay.
I do know what Steve is referring to.
Okay. Would you like to enlighten?
So back in the day, when Max was bowling in Ohio, with a certain person we'll call Catfish,
Understood.
we were bowling one of our featured opponents that night.
A rival.
Big guy named Tex.
Big Tex.
Big Tex.
Was he from Texas?
Nobody knew.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. And the Catfish is taking some warm-up swings, kind of trying to get the arm loose. And takes it back and thumps Big Tex right in the knee. And the guy goes down for the count.
For the whole night?
This is, I think, before the match started, Pete.
Oh, good move by
It was a great move.
good move by the Catfish.
And then we watched Tex Combs pretty much just suffer through for the next 3 hours. Way under average that night. Nobody remembers what he shot, but it didn't matter because it was all about the Catfish taking him down in warm-ups.
That's a good story. That's a great story. I'm gonna tell this person. Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah,
the
she
moral
can't
of that story is, if needed, the SerbskEs, I don't think are below swinging the ball into somebody's knee.
So
if
we
needed.
could kneecap somebody.
We could kneecap
Yeah,
somebody.
okay. All right.
It's a great point by our listening audience.
Tanya
Great
Harding.
job, Steve.
Hello. Okay.
Almost. Get mentally prepared.
Mentally prepared.
That's right. That's right.
So we joke about mental preparation, but that's also a big part of the SerbskE story. We get to the lanes early.
True.
We hang out, well, pretty
Most
much
of you.
in the bar.
Most of you.
Vestibule is a better word. And, we mentally prepare for our match. And we talk about life, and we talk about bowling, and we talk about stuff.
You want to know what my favorite way the SerbskE Club prepares for bowling? It's taking the whole summer off. It's personally my favorite way to mentally prepare. I don't know about the rest of you, but bowling triggers me in a way that sets Sriracha into a new dimension. Probably even angrier than Fef is that he just missed that 10 pin.
Wait. We have to back that up. One more time. Sets Sriracha off into a new dimension.
Yes. Have we?
Those are
comes in-
fantastic. That's some
comes in
fantastic
real-
wordsmithing by the All-American.
Yeah. I mean, when Sriracha gets going, it's not a mild reaction.
Hey-o.
Wow.
This is the R-rated version tonight of Bowling with the Fef. My goodness.
If you make it that way.
I don't know if the Fef is going to edit any of this out later.
That's not what I meant. I was just meaning it made me really mad.
Jason Farkas checking in and asking a silly question, asking if we're allowed to beverage imbibe while we're on the air.
That is a very silly question. We're at a bowling alley. I don't know about you, but 99% of the people in a bowling alley have a beverage of some kind.
Great Thanksgiving.
I think Max is just paid in gin and tonics, basically. So.
I would also like to tell everyone who is watching the stream that the Rich Mueller of Rich Mueller's Pro Shop wanted to thank everybody or tell everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
So once again, Maxxx Creditz is available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, funerals. Shout me out. I'll stop by your event. I'll hang out, interview people, put it on the air.
Maxxx Creditz will give the best groomsman speech on the fly you have ever heard.
Yeah.
Worth a hire.
I can do that too. Max is all about making memories. So if you've got an event out there and you want Max to show up, it's usually for the low price of 2, maybe 3 gin and tonics. If you have an open bar, even better.
Have you considered opening a Cameo?
Oh, opening a Cameo.
Yeah, it's an account so people can pay you to say messages to people.
Yeah, you had me at Cameo.
Yeah.
Word up,
I think
Ashley.
that'd be a great idea. We should try this.
I think that's a great idea.
It'll be a new financial endeavor for the SerbskE Club to fundraise for our fun outings.
I
that
will
we
talk
never
to
do.
the VP of social media, Pete Serbiak, and get that in motion. Max with a Cameo thing. Yeah, let's do it.
Maxxx Creditz.
I should mention, I'm not in great voice tonight. I think some of the listening audience can tell. I'm battling just that, that thing in the air this time of year. A little bit of the sniffles. But that's not going to deter me from doing my job. And I'm hoping everybody else is going to hang with me for the next 15 frames.
I think Serbia has something to say.
Like a 60% max is probably better than 100% Brian Anderson any day of the week.
Oh, yeah. Well, first, step one, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not somewhere else like Brian Anderson would be. And then, yeah, I do feel about 60%. That's a pretty good assessment.
I had you at about 60. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not 60% is the guy I'm bowling who has a 43 handicap and has the front 4. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, we need to start engaging more in the action.
I said
No.
I said the first frame he was feeling it. I could tell. He's gonna go a distance. I wouldn't say the full distance. I don't have that much faith. I'm not that nice. But maybe to the 5th. And then I think in the 6th we big 4.
All right, Ashley, help me out. Let's go line by line here. So at the top of the scoreboard, Stretch has
65.
65 in the 5th.
In the 5th with an open.
And his opponent has about the same. And
Is
Stretch
the-
is laying a bunch of pins, so
His
he's in
opponent
trouble.
has a 60 in the 5th. Yes, he's down an exceptional amount of pins that unless he starts striking, it's Jover.
Well said. And that brings us to the Fef, who struck in the first frame.
And he hasn't struck since.
Yeah, a bunch of 9 counts.
Yeah,
To his credit, he's made the spares.
He does have a spare up in the 5th. But
His opponent has several opens and is
Yep.
working on a possible,
um,
well, I was going to say
Yeah.
another open, but his opponent did convert. So the Fef is kind of muddling his way through game 2.
Pete currently down.
Pete
With
is
the
throwing
front
nothing
4.
but strikes, but
He
his
has no
opponent is
room for
doing the
error.
same. So Pete's doing all he can do. That takes us to John and Iggy at the bottom, who both have 3 baggers up and appear to be in pretty decent shape halfway through the match here in game 2. And Pete strikes again. Man, is he loving that new ball. All right, all the SerbskE wives are making their way in now.
Yes, they are.
The squirrel is in the house. And the amount of Serbiaks in the room is just triple.
Oh.
A couple of the Feftacular Serbiak sisters
And
have made their way, braving the conditions out there. Neither sleet nor snow, nor however that goes, is going to stop them from joining this electric action tonight.
It appears Jason did not strike in the 5th. I called it wrong. He didn't pick 4 though, and he made a spare. He's set up for a great game.
That was almost like a sleeve technique that you did on Jason.
All right, what's this man's average? I need to know.
Tell the world.
Jason averages a 182.
182.
He's over
got
halfway
first 4
there.
and a spare in the 5th. Pete, though, has a perfect game. And we are 1 strike away in the 6th from a very, very, very special occasion.
It's one of my favorites, but we're not going to give it away unless we have it.
We're not giving it away. We're just going to let it happen. We're not even going to talk about it anymore because we don't want to jinx it.
You'll have to stay and find out. You know, I don't regret being here, but part of me wishes to be cozied up by a fire under my electric blanket. The first snowfall of this year, that's just what it feels right.
Well, isn't there time for that later tonight?
Yeah,
Sure.
like, yeah. I was going to say what we're
Do
doing
you need
after
me
this.
to ask to relay that to Jeremy, or is that just going to?
Oh, he just knows, and I'll just do it, so it just happens. I was going to say what we're doing later, but I don't want to promote another bowling alley when we're here at the Country Club of Bowling.
Nowhere better than the Country Club. You know, that's a great point. We should say thank you to the Country Club for kind of letting us do this.
I suppose
I mean, we're
we
kind of
should.
set up in the aisle here. We're sort of in the way. We did tell them that we wanted to do this, and they graciously were on board. So, you know, huge shout out and thank you to the Village Bowl staff. They do such a great job here.
Yes, here at Village Bowl and Social. They've done a lot of remodeling work here lately. They've really spiced it up in some areas. They turned the downstairs hall into a cute little lounge where they host
It's pretty
karaoke.
cool down there.
Yeah, and I've even
Strikers
seen that
Lounge.
they've been doing painting classes recently too. So if that piques your fancy, follow them on socials. They post almost every day about new specials or new events that they have going on. All right, Fef, coming up. I can't really quite tell. Oh, yeah, he was saying he's feeling a little uncomfortable, and you can tell by the way that he hasn't struck since the first frame. You know, sometimes that happens to the best of us, myself included.
Been there, done that.
Can he convert this 7-pin? I sure hope so.
This is pretty reliable on the scores.
Good,
And
good.
it does convert. So what the other little league idiosyncrasies, right, is the notion that if you go 25 clean frames to start game 2, you win a prize from the house. And the SerbskE's nearly accomplished that, but the one sore thumb is that third frame open by big stretch.
Well, and the second frame open by Stretch, and the fourth frame open by Fef.
Yeah, that too. So, you know, if it wasn't for that, that 25 clean might have been in play.
You know who wouldn't have opened if they were bowling?
Who might that be?
I don't know. We'll let the audience guess.
E-money. No, probably it opened. I think the All-American would have fit in that first
You know
slot
what?
pretty well.
I agree. The one thing Stretch definitely does have over me, though, is that I don't have the bottle cap of Miller Lite tattooed on my arm.
Nor do you ever want that.
I don't plan on it. But Stretch can perfectly drink a Miller Lite using that, and that's pretty impressive.
He's a man of many talents. We could probably get him to demonstrate that.
I should probably ask him to later. He would love to. What is another one of Stretch's many talents? Is it turning every shirt he owns into a sleeveless?
Yes, and
Soaking up the sun in Florida.
if you need like an Uber Harley ride, he's also Ubering. There it was, one of the time-honored traditions. I don't know that our microphones picked that up.
I don't know if it did either, but you could definitely see everybody up there celebrating, and you could see them singing along.
Now, Max is not in good singing voice, but Ashley, if you could just give the audience a little dose of what you just witnessed.
They go, whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. 6 more strikes, I'll make it, I swear. Boom.
That was outstanding. Chime in, audience, and let us know if that was good. That's great. Oh, man.
Was it? I couldn't hear.
So one of the SerbskE time-honored traditions is when you get the first 6 strikes, you are serenaded with the Halfway There song, as done brilliantly by my booth partner, Ashley, the All-American today.
That's so nice. Sometimes I like to sing it in staccato. I'm like, well, we're halfway there. And then you guys are like, and Ashley's being obnoxious again tonight.
Oh, no, that was absolutely terrific.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Outstanding.
It's way less terrifying than singing the national anthem.
Maybe we'll have you do that next year.
No. All right, Pete. I know we sang for him, but wow. Let's see if Mark can follow up here too.
Mark looking for 5 of the first 6. And
Well, that's a little rude.
again, the announcer jinx.
I'm offended. Oh, thank you, Steve. He said, well done, Ashley, in the chat. I appreciate that.
That was well done. That was terrific. So appreciate all you guys that are hanging with us. We are about halfway home. And things are looking kind of similar to game 1, I would say. The SerbskEs are still down 100 pins.
Yeah, but we're looking a little closer, and we have so many strikes up. I will say it does appear that they are bowling a little bit better this game than they were before.
Yeah, that would suggest that they've made up more than half of the handicap stagger. But with that string of strikes, you know, those pins really do add up quickly. So the SerbskEs do look pretty well positioned here, assuming they can just kind of continue what they've done and carry it through the end of the game.
All right, here comes Fef again here, hoping to finally knock all 10 down in one shot. That is the goal of bowling. That is how you win. That is how good things happen. I don't know if he knows that, but maybe we'll get there.
Once again, the All-American telling it like it is in the most straightforward fashion, right?
You know, that's not how you do it.
And the Feftacular is again hard to see from my van phone.
That's all right.
Oh, man, and the Fef is adjusting his libras.
Maybe it's
Again and
bothering
again.
him. He's not throwing
Not
it
worried
terrible.
about that.
To be honest, he's probably exhausted trying to get this all set up. The drive here just to do this with everyone.
It's a marathon day.
He's probably wiped out. I know I am, and I didn't even do all that. Can he convert?
Oh,
I jinxed it. That was my fault. I know it. I know it.
Jeff with his second open.
That's all right. Because now he's got a chip on his shoulder. And we all know what that does to members who are bowling on the SerbskE Club team.
You know, in a time like this, you look for your teammate to pick you up, right?
Absolutely.
So Fef is a little bit down right now.
But Pete's going to come here and deliver his 7th strike.
You know, the Fef bowls with us once a year. He wants to come and bowl at his best. And so, you know, it's a little bit of a downer sometimes when you don't really quite have the good stuff. And he's fully capable of putting up a big score in game 3.
Absolutely. He seems in good spirits, though. He's smiling. He's laughing.
But yeah, to your
This is
point,
bowling.
he's a great teammate. And what an opportunity for Pete to pick him up right here and try to build on that first 6 in a row.
Shot of paps back there. Shot of paps, yes.
I forgot. Have we explained the other SerbskE Club tradition when somebody gets 6 in a row? We're just going to ignore what happened to Pete right now
We're going to ignore that.
because it wasn't 7.
No. But yeah, tell us what happens after we get 6 in a row. So following the song, there's more to it.
Yes, there is. We have a tradition that everybody needs to take a shot of Pabst. Bet you didn't think I was going to say that, but yes, Pabst indeed. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't like beer at all. It's nasty. It's terrible. And every single time I take the shot, I say, I'm not sure it's worth it, but I still do it every time because I'm a dedicated teammate.
So if you're sitting at home, I don't know if you have
some Pabst.
I don't know if you have a Pabst in the fridge, but if you do, pour it into a shot glass and throw one back.
With the team here, they're pouring them. You can't see, but they're pouring them for
Now,
everyone.
judging from my listening audience, I'll tell you the person most likely to have Pabst in the fridge is going to be Tony Serbiak from California. I don't know if Tony's still with us, but if you're still out there, Tony, let us know if you're on board.
I can tell you I wouldn't have Pabst at home, but I would pour something else just to be a part of the contribution here.
All right, I'm feeling the need to close a loop. We need to go ask the anchor bowler, Dan, what his occupation is.
Oh yeah, we do need to know his. Well, we gotta wait. Now he's got 3 in a row. We'll wait until after this game, and I'll pull him over and
Here,
see if he.
we'll make Pete do it.
Well, I won't pull him over, but we'll have someone ask him.
Marcus, you want to?
How many shots of Pabst in one can? That's a good question. We actually did figure this out, but I don't remember what it was.
Well, everybody in the house today within SerbskE reach is enjoying this shot of Pabst tradition.
Top shelf says 12.
Unofficial count is about 12. Looks about right.
We'll find out because I'm sure they needed more than 1 can to pour all these for all the wives and all the people who showed up to watch tonight.
And now Pete is positioning for some type of group photo.
Oh, you know, the typical selfie. That's what we do. There's no way he's going to get everyone. You can see him. You can see him trying.
This is a tall task.
All I see is the back of his head.
Meanwhile, our audience is wondering why the bowling has come to a grinding halt. It's photo time, everybody.
You're not in. We're still
So the
trying.
SerbskEs are positioning for some type of large group photo.
Stretch. The biggest guy.
Cowboy
in the group.
Ron is on the camera. And again, this is riveting action for those watching from home.
Cheers. And there you see Fef behind the screen.
Speaking of urine,
Well, it tastes terrible every time. Every time.
it's not good though. I would just toss it.
All right, so let's bring everybody up to speed with where we're at. We are in the 8th frame. The SerbskEs are down about 80 pins, which seems like a lot, but you can overcome 80 pins.
Oh, Steve in the chat said Pete had a very pop-up 300. We all missed it. Can you explain what that is? I don't think I've ever heard that before. Have you? P-A-R-I-P-A-P?
Yeah, I can't explain it.
Oh.
So the Verapapa 300 is when you have 12 strikes in a row, but you cross games.
Oh, I didn't know that had a name.
So the last 6 of the first game, the first 6 of the second game, as an example, would be the Verapapa. And I think it's a really aging reference to a guy named Andy Verapapa, who would consider that a 300 game because he had 12 in a row. You have probably had several Verapapa 300 games in your lifetime.
Those are the only 300s I've ever actually
You
had.
didn't have to tack that on All-American.
Listen,
The
I'm
listening
not.
audience assumes.
No, but I want to be blunt and honest with it.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we've been
appreciate that.
saying all night. As straightforward as it gets. I'm not gonna lie.
That is your style, and we love it. We love that about you.
Let it lock.
All right, so I was saying that the SerbskEs are about 80 pins down, and this can be this lead for Rich Miller's Pro Shop can still be overcome. And as soon as I said that, Stretch left a split and open. Stretch now has 100 in the 8th frame. But the Fef delivers with a strike. And now the bottom half of this SerbskE team needs to just lay foundation, a frame early here in the 8th to give themselves a chance.
We are down a lot to start. I don't know. Stretch only having 100 in the 8th. It's not the best.
As we say in SerbskE land, it comes and goes.
It comes and goes.
All right. So the first foundational brick has been laid by Serbiak. Now it's up to John Workla to do the same. And then Iggy will take a turn.
I've been there before. Sometimes,
Welcome back, Fef.
that was a nice run.
Ashley did a fantastic job.
She's really into this.
She had a marathon stint in the booth, and we got her to sing.
I saw her back here.
And she has a good voice. So she did a great job on that. Some nice comments from the audience.
Okay. So let's see what we've got here. Yeah, Steve approves. Yeah. How many shots of Pabst in one can? There were quite a few.
Yeah, the unofficial count was 12.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say there were at least 12. And yeah, a shot is an ounce. But those were like big silo cans, and he had 2 of them. So
Again, I was told there'd be no math. But
in the pot, part-time striker.
part-time striker making its way back into the conversation. This time directed at Big Stretch.
Boy, I can't believe that's not directed at me. The way this game's going. Pete had a Verapapa 300. We all missed it.
Yeah. We did talk a little bit about what that is.
Okay, good. Did we talk about the vote at all?
We have not.
The vote. Stretch is.
Let's talk about that vote, Fef.
Let's talk about the vote because Stretch is up, and I think it's going to take me about as long as it's going to take him to put 10 back. In fact, it'll probably take even longer. So I might have to throw my next shot before I can even find it. There it is. We'll get there when I get there.
I like that even better. Duty calls. Let's bowl with the Fef. Don't forget the booty, big man. All right, my booth partner Ashley is taking a little bit of break. So let's welcome to the booth SerbskE Youth Superstar. I really can't say that anymore, Ryan. You are well beyond that superstar youth program, and you're bowling big time now all over the state of Michigan. I welcome to the booth Ryan Workala. Ryan, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people. Thank you, Max, for having me on.
Anytime, my friend. How are things going up there in the UP?
We're going all right. Right around where we finished off last year. A few pins lower on average, but overall, I can say I'm very happy with my performance.
Good. Now let's give a shout out. You work at the bowling alley up there, right?
That is correct.
And what is the name of it?
That would be the mine shaft.
That's the mine shaft. Okay, terrific. Shout out to all the people at the mine shaft. Anybody chiming in from the mine shaft tonight? Possibly?
Not that I'm aware of.
This is where you're supposed to say yes, like millions of people. Just pretend.
It's possible. We're gonna acknowledge that they are getting some rough weather up there. Not sure how.
Don't question the broad reach of Maxxx and the Fef. It's a powerful combination.
Oh, absolutely, you can't deny that.
Now, Ryan, you have an astute bowling eye. You've been watching this all night. What do you see developing out there? Just a little tech talk for the people. What do you got?
Well, the best thing I can see so far from Surge is definitely the tech strikes, or the new ball carry, as some may call it. It goes by many names, but
that's a good way to phrase it.
Whatever you call it, can't ignore that that's there tonight. We definitely have some lessons in how to not leave corner pins. Seeing a lot of those out there tonight. Interesting to watch the bowlers all adjust to that.
Good observation. What kind of challenge do you think the lane or the shot is presenting tonight?
Seeing as I haven't been able to bowl down here too much, I can't give much firsthand experience. From what I can see, I think we're seeing a little bit of transition as the game's going on. Seeing some oil carrying down. That's why we're seeing so many of these 10 pins like we just saw repeat there on 12.
And to remedy this, you expect the bowlers to...
You can either start by moving your feet, touch back on the approach, give the ball more time to get into the pocket, or potentially even for the right-handed bowlers, moving their feet a board or two to the left just to change their entry angle into the pocket. Just get those weak 10s out of there.
All right, some excellent insights, Ryan. Good. Well, recapping the action, what was an 80-pin deficit has now ballooned to about 123 pins midway through the ninth frame. And anchor bowler for Richard Mueller's Pro Shop, Daniel Hotchkiss, with his own four-bagger, really making sure that they keep this lead and even add to it as he strikes yet again. So, the SerbskEs are in trouble, Ryan.
Absolutely. It's not looking too good for this game, but it's important to remember, game one was a dominant performance, 8 out of 9 points, and a pretty significant margin of victory there. So if they can just keep it close this game, they can be in a really good position to take the third game and then end up taking totals and ultimately becoming the 4-time SALSA champs.
Agree. I mean, this wouldn't be any fun if the opponents didn't fight back a little bit, put up a decent second game for themselves, close that SerbskE lead. Remember, individual points are still at play, so you and I will keep a close eye on that and kind of update the audience as those individual matches start to play out. But at a quick glance here, it looks like the SerbskEs might be able to grab a point or two, and that's going to make things pretty even heading into game 3.
If we look at the scoreboard right this second, SerbskEs are not leading in a single individual point at this time, but we have several that are very close. It's all going to come down to this 10th frame here, starting with stretch.
Stretch is involved in one of those close matches, as you phrased it. So Stretch can strike out for 160.
That is how it's looking like it's going to work out. 160, and then with handicap, that will put him at about 194.
194. His opponent already at 185, including handicap. So if his opponent makes this spare on lane 12, his opponent Rob is going to be in pretty good shape.
Another beautiful shot from Stretch there.
Stretch doing his best effort to stay alive.
Struggled a little bit this game. Really has been bringing it back these last few shots. Very quality shots right in the pocket.
And Rob converts.
We're trying to wrap it up.
And that will do it. So the conversion of that spare, enough to take on a big Stretch.
You can't underestimate getting good count on this ball for Stretch. Though.
Rich Miller's team has earned their first point.
Still a very good finish from Stretch there. That's going to really help the SerbskE cause going on to team totals. That 123 pin deficit, that's down about 50 pins now.
Well, let's call that what it is. That was a struggle for Stretch. But to your point, if you can close out, right, with filling in the 10th frame or close to it, kind of puts you in a good mental spot heading into game 3. You feel a little bit more comfortable.
Absolutely. Cannot underestimate the importance of a good mental game.
All right, so match number 2, the Fef versus Casey.
This one's looking like it might be all tied up with that strike here from Casey.
Casey doubles. And I think the Fef is in trouble here because he's laying about 89 pins. Fef is making a mad dash for a ball switch. This is a good spot to do it, right? To fill ball the 10th frame. The Fef wants to just take a different look here.
Absolutely.
Stubborn 7-minute for Casey, but I don't think it's going to matter. Casey's going to be in that 220 range, including handicap, which the Fef can't touch. 2 points already for the Rich Miller Pro Shop spot.
And for those of you following along the scoreboard watching at home, this is essentially the race to 19 points. Those 19 points will be the deciding factor for the SALSA Champs this evening.
That's correct. 36-point system, so 19 points will do it. It being taken home the SALSA.
This point here is
Shout out to Chip Magnet and the great work they do to sponsor the Bowling with Fef program. They did provide a terrific selection of chip salsa, and each member of the winning team will take home 2 jars.
This is going to be an interesting point to watch it come down to the wire. Surge currently down about 20 pins. However, his opponent is on an open frame versus his spare. So, big 10th frame here is crucial for the SerbskE cause.
And as we've learned in past years, every point matters. And at the end of the night,
Take that a step further.
the SerbskEs are undefeated in this battle for the salsa, but we've had some very close matches.
Ultimately, that's just what we want to see. That's just good entertainment right there.
I agree.
That's a lot of work for 160.
So Big Stretch and the Fef go back-to-back 160s at the top of that scoreboard. And the FEF is laughing about it. I mean, we've all been there. Things happen. And that's why you bowl 3 games. And we fully expect a strong FEF comeback in game 3.
My math is right here. Pete seals up his point as long as he pretty much keeps this one on the lane and keeps himself upright and behind the foul line.
This is TCOB, Ryan. That's taking care of business, which is what Pete does. And SerbskE fills in his 10th frame for a 259. So he has started 266, 259 tonight.
Can I
We're
chime in?
We're going to keep
Comment?
close tabs on that. Please do.
Yes. So I took a little post game interview with Stretch, and I asked him, "Why did we shoot 160? What happened here?"
Oh, this is going to be
And
great.
he said, I was just a little too slow. I need to throw the ball faster. I got my ankle surgery 14 months ago, and now I threw it a little too slow. So yeah, if I throw it faster, I can just throw it down 10 like Pete. So that's Stretch's game plan for game 3.
Oh man, that is some great insight. Like a sideline reporter going into the blue tent to figure out what's going on in that head of Big Stretch. Incredible. Great field work from Ashley.
Here we got another close match down the wire here.
So Ryan, we have your dad out there right now. Tell us about the old man. It's a pretty darn good bowler. And
I hate to call it
any comments on that shot?
I hate to call it the broadcaster's jinx there, but no, that's just an errant shot. Got the ball switched too far to the right, and they just didn't have any time to come back and get in their pocket.
Yeah, we've had about 4 or 5 with broadcaster jinx today, but that was just a good old-fashioned bad shot. And dare I say that might cost him?
No, it's not going to. I don't believe that's going to cost him.
Nope,
I
he's
think
okay.
That first one of the 10th picked him up pretty much.
All right, so in our tally, Pete Serbiak did earn his point with his 259, 271 with handicap, beating his opponent Jason, who posted 263. So it took a 259 by Pete to win by a slim margin of 8 pins. And John Workala, with a fine game himself, despite that last shot, 254, and easily beating his opponent. So the SerbskEs have countered with 2 points of their own, bringing us to the 5th match, Mark versus Dan.
That 5-bagger from Dave right there. That's been huge.
It's Daniel Hotchkiss posting a 5-bagger there to lead it into the 10th frame, and that's probably going to be enough to take down Iggy.
Honestly, that's just huge for the cause of Richmond Pro Shop Career Night this game.
So this is looking like 2 points SerbskE, 7 points Rich Miller Pro Shop.
That would bring the totals for the night up to 10 to 8 by my tally.
It'll be 10 and 8
Still a slight
in
edge.
favor of the SerbskEs heading into game 3. So the match it's anybody's game.
Absolutely anyone's game. You have to, of course, emphasize the importance that individual totals are also at play here for SALSA. So it is important that these matches are staying close. So that way, everything is out to play in the third game.
Just to let the listening audience know, Ryan and I can't see the chat queue at the moment. The FEF has done something to the laptop here that only the FEF is allowed to kind of go into the main system here. So if you are commenting or sharing thoughts, we appreciate that. We'll try to catch up on a little bit of that. We've got a whole third game to do it. Hope everybody's going to stick with us.
Honestly, that's probably for the best that you and I aren't messing around with this computer. I
It's
know I don't
probably
have any idea what I'm doing.
No clue. All right, we're going to welcome the Fef back here to kind of get things situated. Brian, appreciate all that you do. Thanks for joining. All right, Fef, tell us a little bit of what we're voting on here.
Okay.
I know, but tell the people.
So this is the Volume 1 Best of the Chippewa Valley Reader Poll. It comes out every year in Volume 1 magazine, which is basically one of those little newspapers that you get for free at the grocery store. And this is in the Chippewa Valley of Wisconsin, which is Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and the surrounding areas in the western part of the state. And every year they do a reader poll on things like best, restaurants and best news anchors and best place to get your car washed and other things like that. And one of the categories is best podcast. And that's the category that Bowling with the Fef is in. So it doesn't cost anything to vote. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/V vote, capital BWTF 2026. It is case sensitive. That'll get you to the category Best Podcast. You do have to create an account, but once you do, just enter your vote, and that's all there is to it. You get one vote per person, and I'm not sure if that's per email address or per IP address, but do your boy a favor and, give him a vote, and hopefully we can take this thing, we get into game 3 here.
Great job, Fef. All right, so officially the tally there was 12:04 for Rich Miller's Pro Shop to 11:43 for the SerbskEs. 7 points for Rich Miller's Pro Shop 2 for the SerbskEs. But we do have a couple things of note happening out there that I think bear mentioning. Iggy put up a fine 247 game. That means he has gone back to back 247. That's a high-grade triplicate in play, my friends. And once again, Pete Serbiak's tally standing at 266, 259. So stick around for game 3. There could be some magic happening. And as we say in the SerbskE Club, magic can happen at any time.
Oh, I was going to say, do we maybe need to call in like the troops and do a little rally here? Because team speech, because we do have a 100% win record when we have a team speech before the final game.
Oh man, this broadcast can't get any better than trying to get a microphone inside Team SerbskE huddle with Iggy providing a little bit of motivation.
I don't know. Have we ever done it before we've already started bowling?
Ooh, I'm being told now we're going to save that until we really need it. We don't need it right now. You just lost.
Ooh, they're feeling confident. They're relying on that first game lead, which, hopefully
I don't
it's
want to be
enough.
saying I told you so. But
to be
SerbskEs
fair,
feel confident.
Rich
He
Mueller's
says we
Pro
don't
Shop.
need a motivational speaker. Would have been cool to do now that I told everybody how cool it would be.
All right, Fef at the spare here.
When the Fef is done bowling, we need to get him to fix the chat queue so we can kind of see what people are saying. All right, the chat queue is back.
The win streak resets. Oh, yeah, we did lose game 2, so now we're back to 0. Even did an inning at County Stadium one time.
Steve Sachs commenting that the 800 watch is out there for Pete. I agree. We're going to keep a close eye on that. And all 3 games have started with the Serb/Skull chant. A new SerbskE tradition with that Viking ball.
Did we talk about while I was away. Iggy's 247. 247. All right, cool.
We have a high grade triple kit in play, my friend.
That would be incredible. It would be team history. Have we taken a moment to shout out every single person who bothered to come and drive up here today and hang out with us?
Yeah, let's do that. So
We should, absolutely.
we have Cowboy Ron and his wife, Mrs. Cowboy. We've got some schmott sightings. We have my wife, the squirrel. We have your husband, the
My
J-Man is here.
husband, yes, he's here.
We've got a couple of SerbskE girls, SerbskE sisters. Two of them, in fact. We've got Face Farkas in the house.
Marcus. We have
Okay.
Dom. Dom came up tonight too. SerbskE Club
Dominator
member.
is here, not Poland, but Dom is kind of lurking around.
He is keeping track of scores. That is his job.
He's keeping track of scores and he's avoiding the microphone. Dominic, not as comfortable on the mic. Pretty quiet dude. All right, Ashley, take over for a second.
All right. You guys get some alone time with me. Let's see what I can do for you here. It looks like Daniel needs to finish up his first frame here. SerbskE's started out to a pretty good start. We take those. We like 9 counts. We like strikes. Ooh, I think SerbskE's going to come back here and join me on the mic. Thank goodness. Let's talk about how you've been bowling tonight. This is your exclusive interview. How are you feeling going into game 3?
It's been a good day so far.
It's been good.
I'm very excited. I got a new ball. I just got it today. Viking. I've got some technology strikes, but it's rolling pretty good right now.
It's rolling really well
It
for you
rolls
too.
well. It's getting all the pins down.
I said it earlier and I meant it. Everybody knows that new balls strike ball.
Yes.
It's
yes,
a fact.
They do.
Well-known fact. Maxxx Creditz is on his return.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I gotta mentally prepare to watch stretch.
Let's see what Stretch is able to give us here.
If you can just get a little bit of something from the top of the order here.
I think Fef is ready to come back. Stretch told me that all he needs to do is throw the ball faster.
Yeah. Okay.
Was that faster?
Nope, not fast. I see some pins on the right and also on the left.
That is true.
So, some of us call that a sparky.
It is. It's an ornament sitting up there.
We have red 6. Stretch is great for team coming out.
Top shelf says 12 miles per hour. It says 14.3 up there,
14.3.
which apparently is not fast enough for him, but that's my average speed.
If he would have thrown it 12, maybe he would have got a crossover strike. Which we
So maybe we should tell him to just throw it slower and stay where
honest to
he
God,
is.
honest to God, Ashley, you just made that.
That's what I would expect from somebody like Stretch, who is definitely better than me in every way.
I can't wait to listen to this whole thing to see how many times you said that. Okay, I'm out.
Only twice, I think. Maybe 3.
All right.
Listen, I know it sounds like I'm talking a lot of game because I'm not actually bowling, but
Get the professional back.
they don't call me the All-American on this team for nothing.
Those headphones that you can hear.
All right, Casey coming up there with the 7 point. Fef throwing the ball down the lane. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, there he is. He's made his return. Fef is bad.
All right.
Oh, is this the bowling?
Max is back. A little bit of a break. Thanks for Pete for filling in.
Max is back. Fef is back. Let's see if Pete. He never left.
I am engaged now. I want to see Pete just kind of keep this momentum going. He's got a terrific shot, a terrific feel. He's throwing a brand new ball.
He's in a good mood tonight too. Like you can tell he's feeling it. He's not worried about it. He's loosey goosey.
Who isn't in a good mood?
The night before
On their way to
Thanksgiving.
800, right?
Right.
Let's get that done tonight.
Fef coming back with the celebratory cheer here.
What a
He's
better way to
excited.
reward our audience with some.
You want to comment on that?
Really
I heard.
good
I heard there was a ball change. He feels relief. He said. All right, and there we go with that
And
lucky
Pete
carry
strikes
there.
again. It's becoming pretty easy.
I wonder if he's going to make an adjustment off that, or maybe it was a little speed.
There's the Viking watching.
I love it. Yeah, I think we just need the top of the order to do a little bit of something here. The bottom three have been on fire all night.
I agree, and I wouldn't put it past those guys at the top of the order to do just that. Right? There's some
I agree.
prideful bowlers up there, especially in Fef. He wants to make this Feftacular just that.
That's spectacular.
He wants to do something spectacular. So there's a lot of bowling left, as we say, and still time for magic to happen.
You know what they say? Magic can happen at any time.
That is really important in SerbskE world. We talk about that all the time as a way to pick ourselves up.
I try to convince myself of that every time I almost shoot 300.
It's part of being a good team, right?
Absolutely. All right, nice.
You know, I'm doing my best to describe what we're seeing here, but Pete is feeling it tonight. I mean, he's radiating strikes.
He's radiating energy too. He's coming back here and he's in a great mood.
We call those EGBs. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Energy generating behaviors. EGBs.
that makes sense.
Popular in the market basketball program. We talk about EGBs every time.
Sounds like a stock ticker.
Does sound like a stock ticker.
There we go. Stretch felt like making his way back. He didn't want to embarrass himself any more than he did that last game.
Limping his way to a strike. The big man had ankle surgery 14 months ago, as you mentioned.
Yes, he did feel the need to let me know it was 14 months ago.
Yep, that conversation seems to flare up right around throwing the 160.
Absolutely. My favorite thing about Stretch is that when he doesn't throw a ball, when he throws a ball that doesn't strike, he comes and tells me exactly why.
He comes and tells you.
Yes,
and then
me.
He tells you. And then he tells you.
And then he tells Serby, and then he tells Dom.
But we love the big man.
Oh, of course we do. He brings the fun, he brings the laughter, and he brings a good time. You can always count on Stretch to make something entertaining.
It's about, I don't know, what would you say? 29 degrees outside, 30 degrees?
Yeah,
And Stretch is sleeveless.
I'm not sure if there's ever been a time I've seen him wearing sleeves.
No, he's pretty much sleeveless all the time.
He turns all of his shirts into that. I actually told him it's very impressive how he has the ability to turn every single article of clothing he owns into a sleeveless. He's even complained about the SerbskE Club jerseys not being available in this sleeveless option, which honestly, I don't even know. Would they let you both stay with a sleeveless jersey? I'm not sure.
These are good questions. We'll have to work on that a little bit.
I'm very curious. to know.
Probably revisit some of the merch in the store and see if that could be arranged.
If anybody has time, can you check the official USBC rulings on if sleeveless shirts are allowed at tournaments?
Steve Sachs, go to work on that.
Please.
And a shout out to Steve, who just voted for the FEF. The FEF appreciates your vote, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Reminder to scroll up and look at that link and go and vote. Vote, vote, vote. All right. Pete coming up here in the third, looking to make it a triple.
I mean, we're battling for SALSA, but some of the individual stories that are carrying out here is very interesting the rest of the way.
17.
Discovering 17 there, but not the end of the board. Now, I hate to state the obvious, but Pete hasn't thrown a lot of spares today.
No, he hasn't. I haven't heard a single person yell Tito.
And why would you expect to hear Tito's?
Because Pete has the signature spare ball of Tito's.
That's Tito's
vodka.
handmade vodka.
Yes.
Favorite of the SerbskE Club on a summer day. Mix it with some lemonade, maybe some iced tea, or maybe just
Vodka.
vodka's fine too. But yeah, that's a SerbskE staple.
Last time I had vodka, I straight ripped it out of a shooter in Las Vegas after we just traveled like 6 hours. I don't really like vodka. And that's not the way I prefer it either.
Oh man. Yeah, this John makes his spare.
All right. Filling frames is good.
So where are we at here? I see some ornaments, as you call them, or
Yes.
splits on the side.
Yes, we have 4 ornaments on the other
Ritual's
end.
Pro Shop. One split from SerbskE's. Matowski's got a double up to start the game.
The 25 clean is alive for the SerbskE's right now.
The SerbskE's did make that one split, so
Good job,
clean
Steph.
slate through the first 3 frames for the SerbskE's.
Looks like Daniel Hotchkiss over there has started to lose his rhythm from that second game there.
Nice and clean slate sitting there. I think he's going to convert the split.
Game number 234 is second game.
He did in this game.
Third step. Hey, you get a driver's seat. Hey, you get a driver's seat. Halfway through my approach.
Stretch taking his sweet time. So is the other team. It doesn't look like anybody feels like bowling right now.
I think these teams are on a timeout.
Completely optional.
Stretch now making his way up there.
He must have heard us. The other team's still taking their break. Maybe they're taking a mental timeout to regroup. That's good.
So actually tell the world, what are your Thanksgiving plans? The world wants to know.
Tomorrow we are going over by my mother's house.
Ma Bell.
Ma Bell. She is an employee here at Village Bowl and Social, and one of the best ones at that. She is in the Lane Waitress Hall of Fame.
She's also on the SerbskE Mount Rushmore
Yes.
of Waitress Hall of Fame.
Yes. Yes. So I will be spending the day with that wonderful woman. And then on Sunday, we will be spending the day with my husband's family, and on Sunday, my father.
Okay, so it's like an extended.
Every holiday for me stretches about 4 to 5 days.
So that'll do it.
It's also a great way to be exhausted. But always thankful to be able to see everybody. What are your plans?
We are hosting tomorrow. So that means my parents, my in-laws, my sister, and her family make their way to the Maxxx Creditz homestead.
No burgers in the
We have about 15 people.
no burgers in the driveway. for
No
that one?
burgers in the driveway tomorrow. Only turkey in the oven.
Not in the deep fryer in the driveway.
And when I say we are hosting, it's mostly my wife. 90% Jenny. She does an amazing job and loves to host. Jeff will do other duties as a side.
Right. The other duties are keeping everybody entertained while she is busy slaving away in the kitchen.
Yes.
That's an important job too. That's
Make-
usually my role as well.
Organize the drinks.
Yes.
Organize some ice. Sit and watch the Packer game.
Yes. At noon tomorrow.
Yep.
Anybody else in the chat doing anything fun for
Let's know
Thanksgiving
what your
tomorrow or this
traditions are,
weekend?
guys.
I don't do any Black Friday shopping, do you?
I do not.
That makes sense.
No.
You don't
Not-
seem like a Black Friday
Not Black
shopper.
Friday shopping day.
I don't like people enough to be out in crowds like that shopping. Tony Serbiak says, let's go to the studio for a game break. Bucks lose a close one to the Miami Heat, 106-103, and fall to 2-1 in cup play this season.
Good update, Tony. Speaking of updates, the SerbskEs are down 176 pins midway through the fourth frame. That might seem like a lot, but it's really not, because that's a good indication that they've made up some of that 249 pin handicap schedule.
True. And have you been watching Gavin's reactions tonight? He is very animated up there. He has a lot of opinions, and you know what they are based on how he moves.
I love an animated bowler.
I don't dislike it as long as it doesn't distract me. But who am I to talk?
And when it does distract you, what happens sometimes? Do you have any fun anecdotes to share? You don't strike me as a person that just kind of lets that stuff go.
You're right. I'm not. I typically will throw my ball down in anger, like rage. And
Hence the
yell at
Sriracha
them.
nickname.
I'll make a comment one way or another. It looks like Steve Sack says, not digging the sleeveless shirt idea at State, but I'm not seeing a rule against it. Just that no offensive language rule. Okay, well, it seems like I actually break more rules than Stretch.
That is some good work by Mr. Sachs in our audience, digging deep for that fun fact. Not seeing a rule against it. We're going to go with that, but yeah, I don't know that any of us are really digging the sleeveless yet. But
What if you flex and they fall off?
you know, it works for some, doesn't work for all.
There's a difference if they fall off or if they just rip off because you have massive hunky muscles.
That isn't a description of Stretch. I mean,
No, it's not.
for his age,
I mean, he's
kind of.
for his age,
Yeah,
yes.
it's kind of true.
For his age, yes. He's doing all right. I know I feel like it seems like I've been talking mad smack about Stretch tonight, but I love the big guy, and he knows that.
All right, so one of the things that the SerbskE Club is lacking right now,
The strikes?
yeah, strings of strikes. Stretch has a double up there. But other than that, strikes have been a little hard to come by this third quarter.
Mark coming in a little bit high there. Sometimes I forget that left-handed bowlers leave different pins. It's because I'm selfish and I only think about myself when I'm bowling.
Laser focused after.
I can't lie. I have seen the same fellow walk in front of us 3 times with 3 different bags of hot fries, which I applaud. It's hot fries, top tier.
He is going 3 deep on the hot fries. That is impressive.
You've seen that too?
Did notice that.
Top tier.
Speaking of 3 deep, Stretch just put a 3-bagger out there.
I knew he'd come back from that 160. He needed to prove.
Bouncing back stronger. And the fifth is still trying to find his own way. A little bit of a struggle continuing into the game.
I think he's going to do it. I think we're going to be able to chant, we all got strikes. And that's it.
Let's keep an eye out for that.
Come on, Fef. Okay, there he is. There's our Fef.
Right on call, the theft does as asked.
All right, let's see if Pete can get back on it now.
Pete needs to get back in it.
He sure does. He doesn't want to get hung. And for his potential.
Pete has had nothing but strikes all night. The last 2 frames, he's had a couple stubborn single pins. Let's keep a close eye on this one.
Looks good. He placed it just outside of the 10 board. There
All
we
right, can
are.
bounce back.
It seems like he might have made a slight adjustment from that last shot.
Subtle adjustment. He looks content.
He's loose. He's not a goose, but he's feeling it.
I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, yeah.
All right, Pete Serbiak joining us in the booth. Pete, I want to do a little something that you and I do, and it's recognizing people that are not sponsoring us tonight, like
We're
Pomps
right.
Tire Service.
Pomps Tire Service. Who else? Hardware Hank. You've got a lot more going for you with Hank. Hardware Hank.
Also not sponsoring tonight.
Potawatomi Bingo and Casino. Your local Ace Hardware.
West Bend Mutual,
West
the
Bend,
Silver Lining,
the Silver Lining.
not sponsoring tonight.
George Webb Restaurants. Your local Ace Hardware. Pittsburgh Paints. No singing because Iggy paid prepaid? I don't know.
Man, you had a good thing going there, and they
I
kind of
did.
your teammates
They
broke
ruined
it
my
up.
they ruined my vibe.
Yeah, I lost my vibe.
So here's two things I just want to point out. Then I'm done. Then we're gonna get Ashley back on. Two things I want to point out. I apologize to Steve Sachs because he wanted me to shoot 800.
Yeah, that's all right.
I
didn't want to say it.
Well, I lost my runway. I lost my runway in the fourth frame, but that's cool. Here's the other thing though, Jeff. I haven't fallen yet tonight.
Everybody's been upright.
So yeah, I've been upright the whole night, and I've got a chance to still shoot like a pretty good series, and I haven't fallen. So win-win for me.
So go and do that. Shoot a really nice series.
I'm going to shoot a really nice series,
and for God's sake, stay upright.
and don't fall.
Yeah.
If I can stay upright for 5 more frames, it's a success over last year.
And thank you for that shout out to all the non-sponsors.
Thank you very much. Yep. Chip Magnet Salsa. Thank you very much.
Now that is a legit sponsor. The best salsa in the world. So thank you, Chip Magnet Salsa, for sponsoring tonight. And always a sponsor of Bowling with the Fact. We really appreciate all those folks that do the great things to make this happen. All right, welcome back, Ashley.
Thank you.
So Pete was acknowledging his runway to 800 has been rerouted. You really can't land that plane anymore.
Yes. Yes. That he needed to shoot, what was it, 275?
Yeah, 275, I think that's the number. But in these circumstances, though, you've been there. The mentality right now, right, is just get the rest of them, right?
Absolutely,
Put
for
the
sure.
biggest score up there that you can.
Of course. You always want to shoot the biggest score you can.
Really
Especially
easy
when
task. Easy on paper.
Especially when it's the Feftacular. Now is the time to do historic things.
And Pete, being the greatest teammate I've ever known, really has one thing in mind first, and that's for the team to win the game, and then let the individual scores fall where they need.
Absolutely. He cares more about the salsa than anything else.
He does. Meanwhile, the Stretch has figured something out, so there's something to that sleeveless look, and the crowd is fired up.
The boys are getting
The
excited
big
over
four
there.
bagger from
Jumping.
Stretch,
It's almost
high
as if they're playing
fives all
jump.
around.
It's almost like they're playing jump around down here with that how they were all hopping up
Wow,
and
I
down
mean
for
that
Stretch.
that could be the spark the SerbskE Club needs just to take this home the rest of the
Absolutely.
way.
Everybody loves a good comeback.
I like how people are taking turns today. Pete and Iggy took a turn game 1. John kind of joined the party game 2.
That just goes to show how good of teammates
Taking the lead game 3.
everyone really is. Nobody needs to claim all the glory. They're willing to share it for all. That's how you know. Teams that celebrate together win
Shout
together.
out to Gail Will. Happy Thanksgiving.
Look at our fella here. He is. You can't quite see the salsa. It's in the way because of the bowling scores. But we have Daniel Hotchkiss here saying hello to everybody on the stream. He was not aware that he was in the camera view, but now he knows.
Yeah, the audience can't see it, but we have 10 jars of salsa set up like in a bowling pin format.
Yes.
And, you know, that is the prize package.
Daniel did pretend to drink one there, if you noticed that. Which I don't recommend drinking salsa. I've tried it.
No, it's good.
It's awkward.
No, it's not for drinking.
No, it's not.
It's for dipping.
With chips.
You dip that chip, but don't double dip. Double dip is a move.
You're not supposed to. Oh. I'm 33 and today I learned.
Well, not from like, you know, mouth bite back in the jar, back in the mouth. Right? That'd be the double dip.
Oh, no, I've totally done that many a times. I have no shame. I am who I am.
Maybe the audience will chime in on the double dip.
Judge me.
The interweb can be a little judgy sometimes.
I'm here for it because I'm a little judgy too.
Somebody wondering about the bowling buddy and the secret frame. Yeah, it's been kind of a tradition in past years. Let me answer it this way, Beth. There's still time. So why don't I dip my arm into this giant bucket of names over here and pull out a random name. Why don't you read this random name, Ashley?
It's illegible. I can't read it. Is it upside down? It's smudged. Your hands are too sweaty. You smeared the ink.
Is it somebody in our listening audience?
Is it? I'm sorry. I can't lie. I don't know what you're trying to get me to say here. I don't know the bit.
So the bit is, okay, let's set it up. So we're coming up on the 7th frame. Let's say, you know who needs a strike? It's the Fef, right? Fef could use a strike.
Oh.
So
Yes.
the Fef's 7th frame will be his secret frame.
Oh.
And if he strikes, his bowling buddy will be a name that we draw out of this giant hopper of names next to me at random, will win a SerbskE prize package.
What does the prize package include?
It'll be the same as last year, which is a one-way ticket ride on the back of Stretch's Harley. And we can only, for safety reasons, provide one way to the summer festival of your choice.
This makes sense.
We cannot guarantee your safety on the ride home. So it's a one-way ride on the back of Stretch's Harley to a summer festival of your choice. We'll throw in some SerbskE koozies. We'll throw in an hour of bowling instruction with a certified gold instructor, John Workla, and a meet and greet with Maxxx Creditz. That's going to be our SerbskE prize package. So if the Fef strikes in the 7th frame coming up,
Oh, Stretch with that lucky
somebody
carry to
is
make
going
it
home
5.
with that cavalcade of prizes.
All right, Max, I think I'm ready to read the name now. He wanted to pull one out.
Yeah, the first one was blank. That's why you were so confused. So let's pull a new name. There we go. Let me pass that to you.
All right.
Who do we got?
We have Tracy Fakes, another SerbskE Club member.
Ooh, that's kind of weird that somebody in the club is going to win the prize package because the Fef just struck in his secret frame.
He did it for us.
Thank you, Beth, for pointing out that we forgot to do that bit this year. And when I say bit, it's a legitimate prize package, people. So Tracy is going to ride on the back of Stretch's Harley to a summer festival of her choice, and then all the other good stuff that we baked in there, too.
She would love that. Tracy, a SerbskE Club member who was here the night when we had Women's Appreciation Night.
Yes.
Me and Tracy both that night. We set a high score with 2 women on the team. I thought it was. That was a new record.
I think that was an all-time high score.
You know what? I take back what I said. Maybe we're not sexist.
Man, I wish I knew that number. We should probably come up with that.
Historian. And Pete able to deliver another. This 7th frame seems incredibly lucky going on here for us.
You know, we talked about Pete's resilience, right? And he just put up a 3-bagger following those 2 spares. He's not deflated that he can't get to 800. He's just going to try to finish out the night and fill in those X's the rest of the way.
I'd reckon to say he's unstoppable.
You can really see the momentum shifting to the SerbskE side now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful carry by
with
John
another
there.
strike, and the SerbskEs have 4 in a row in the 7th frame and strongly closing out what appears to be a stretch run to the salsa.
I tried to call it earlier, but maybe this is the time. Although Iggy did prepay the other frame where he was hung. He knew, he had a feeling he wasn't going to be able to do it, but I think he can do it now. He would have prepaid otherwise.
Yes, so for the record here, the SerbskEs are down to
Yeah, there we go.
83 pins, but following yet another SerbskE strike, and they've all struck in the 7th frame. It's a pizza frame. Is
Free
it not?
pizza, yes.
That's a free pizza
game
from the
3
house.
In the 7th, right?
When everybody strikes in the 7th frame, the SerbskE Club has just earned a pizza,
Free
courtesy of
pizza.
the Country Club of Bowling,
I will
Village
say,
Bowl.
the pizza here is actually very good.
It is excellent, terrific.
I don't dislike it.
And that closed the gap to 66 pins with 3 frames to go. And the SerbskEs have major, major momentum.
Mr. Serb, so catching up on the chat, thought Giannis was going to play tonight. Apologize for the non-800. I know nothing about, I almost said football, but I know that that's basketball.
Yes.
You want to opine?
Good job.
No? Nothing about Giannis from you?
Are you actually saying Giannis?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Giannis.
It's not Giannis.
Oh, it's Giannis. Does it piss everyone off? It's Giannis.
You're going to make people so mad.
I don't mind.
He's like one of the greatest.
Part of what I love is triggering people.
It's just Giannis, like a wow.
Giannis?
No, it's not Giannis. Oh my goodness. Are you doing that on purpose?
Yes. And then we had a follow-up with
Max was a little confused.
Stretch only wears sleeveless. None of that can pull that off. True.
Only sleeveless all
He is
day
the only
long.
one here who can do it.
Every day.
Every time.
Speaking
All
of
right,
sleeveless,
that was a solid 3 count we had
Split
there in the
for
first frame from
sleeveless.
Robert. He almost converts it. Maybe just 1 pin remaining.
Stretch going to take the 2 here, as good bowlers do.
Good
Oh,
bowlers do.
I think we can see this in camera. Pete has donned the big hat. Can we get Pete to throw with the big hat on? Probably not a good idea. Maybe if he wasn't doing what he's doing tonight, which is trying to post some kind of maybe
Some magic.
somewhere near a career high.
Maybe Fef should do it. Just channel.
Maybe
That'd be
the
a
Fef
good
should do
clip.
it.
Farm
That
some
would be
views.
a good look for the Fef.
Did anybody here happen to see the SerbskE Club posted a video of the new crane game?
I love that one. If you haven't seen it, guys, go check the latest socials.
Check out SerbskE Club at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the above. They're just about on every social that there is. You can see the wonderful crane game that we have created.
There's a fun crane game. Oh, okay.
Not safe for work. There is a shirtless man. All right, the Fef coming in here with a big double.
The Fef is also charging down the stretch. And a double of his own. Yeah. Every time I look up, that lead for Rich Miller's Pro Shop is shrinking. And the SerbskE seem to be in total command with 3 strikes up here on the bottom half of the frame.
With a lot of strikes up, that's a lot of pins yet to be added in there.
Pete Serbiak looking for 4 in a row.
If anybody can do it, it's him. He's been locked in all night. Oh, yoinked that one a little, but it held. It carried. It did the thing.
The yoinker doing its thing, as he said. Terrific yoink. If you're going to yoink it good.
Yoink it fast.
Yoink it fast. We started with the booty, now we're finishing with the yoink. Yoinks and points here.
John Workula working on a 4-bagger. Following Pete. Oh, it seemed like he kind of liked it. He walked it out a tidbit, but you know, bad things happened. Bad things happened. That's all right. He just wanted to make sure Stretch didn't feel so bad this frame. He wanted to make sure that Stretch wasn't going to get hung after he just rallied the troops like that those last few frames.
I mean, that's being a good teammate to an extreme.
Agreed. Steve Stacks goes, just to clarify, no problem with the sleeveless look, just not at state. I would agree. Stretch is who he is, and sleeveless is the only way he is comfortable.
So actually, I'm just checking some math here. So if Pete Serbiak were to strike out,
Yeah.
I think he's got room for 783.
83?
783. Unofficial.
Of course. That's very impressive. Especially on the night of the Feftacular when so many eyes are
That is some
watching.
terrific bowling. Yes, and to do it while all eyes are on you. Once again, shout out to all the people that stuck with us for the last 3 hours. My goodness. Thank you, guys. Hope we made it somewhat entertaining for you.
Oh, we have Top Shelf here saying technology strike for Pete's strike that he had earlier this frame.
We do call that a technology strike, right? It's a new ball right on the box. Sometimes you're going to get some help from the technology.
I agree. I can totally get behind that as well.
There's no shame in that. I think you have to embrace the technology.
Absolutely. Why do you think I buy a new bowling ball every couple of months? Because that's the one that's going to strike. It also helps when you know the pro shop guy.
It does help. It's all about who you know.
All right, let's see if Stretch is able to
Serbiak
set up.
feeling good on his way to 780, whatever.
Wearing the big
Wearing
hat
the big hat.
everywhere he goes tonight.
He's jogging up and down the center with a spring in his step. Oh, man, no better feeling than just striking all night, heading into a day tomorrow that you don't have to work.
It was 783. We calculated his top score for Pete.
Correct. Unofficial, and he still has some work to do. He needs the next 4 strikes to pull it off.
Stretch is in a good position to win his point. He's up a few, and his opponent just split going into the 10th, so that seems a little promising for him to make
Good
up a couple
bounce
more
back,
pings,
yeah, big
as long
stretch.
as we make this fair, which of course we do. I wasn't worried.
You know what? Just make it easy.
All right, Beth. Let's see if he can set himself up here for the 10th. Get a
Andrew
turkey for Turkey Day.
Charles Pfeffer.
Is it really Charles, or did you
It
just
is. Andrew Charles Pfeffer,
I think I would have guessed
proud
Michael.
alumnus of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. He's a proud Panther.
Do we know any other SerbskE members who are a Panther or an alumni?
I
Panther?
have a degree from there, a graduate degree from that institution.
Oh.
And there are some other Panthers that I see in the house. Pete's sister Julie is a proud couple. I think there's several others.
Probably. I certainly don't know everyone. Pep was able to deliver, setting himself up for the 10th. We're in a good position going into this, especially
Cheers
with
to
this
the
miss
Fef.
of the headpin here by the Rich Miller's Pro Shop.
There's been several misses of the headpin.
You know, you'll have that on your bigger jobs sometimes.
All right. More importantly, Pete Serbiak looking for that 5th strike
He
in a row.
absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
He is on fire tonight. Oh, we even have the KB, the big ballers over there doing the Serb cheer. I
That
saw
has
some
caught
arms
on.
going up. Yeah.
We have people in the bowling league joining in on the Serb/Skull chant at his new Viking home. It seems to have worked out pretty darn well.
Oh shoot! I called Jason and Daniel earlier. I hope they don't watch this and see that I called them by the wrong name and I don't know who they are.
That's okay. Things happen. And the SerbskEs are going to take the lead officially in this game with that shot by John.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Mark's triplicate.
Jason Farkas explaining to us. I just said Farking.
Farky.
Farking.
You should call him Farky.
Farkas explaining to us that the triplicate is gone. So Iggy can't go 247, 247, 247. That would have been cool.
Maybe we should make an award for it. Do you think?
We should.
SerbskE Club Trophy. All right, John able to convert the spare there, set himself up for the 10th. We are sitting in great position.
Maxxx Creditz amazed that his voice held out for 3 hours today.
I will say it is starting to get a little shaky, but it's holding on pretty well.
I am definitely under the weather. Don't have quite that same enthusiasm that I usually bring, but
I can't
doing
wait.
my best. Didn't want to miss the assignment.
Absolutely.
Only
not.
get to do it once a year.
I can't wait until I'm sick from sitting next to you all night, and now I don't have to go into work next
Good
week.
luck with that.
No, that's what I'm going to say.
I've been trying to keep it to myself.
I don't mind. I'm not a germaphobe. Remember, I double dip.
Did we get any comments on the double dip?
We did not.
I
Nope.
say just don't do it.
Of course you do. I think germs are okay.
Whatever floats your boat, man. All right, at this point of the match,
The club is down only 10. With exactly one open going into the 10th
But
for
both-
Rich Mueller's Pro Shop.
both Pete and Fef have big strike strings up
Absolutely.
there.
We all have marks
And
going
that's
into
going to
10th.
be more than enough to tip the scales the right direction. And it looks like the salsa is staying home again
I would have
in
to
the hands
agree.
of the SerbskEs.
Hey, unless Rich Mueller's Pro Shop decides to flabbers my gas or gas my flabbers, whichever it may be, I think we have this locked down.
Wow.
Maybe they strike out every frame. It could happen.
Yeah, the outstanding wordsmithing, the flabber my gasser or whatever that was.
Gas my
I've
flabbers.
never heard that in my life. It's incredible. Ashley's pulling out some sweet goodness here on the microphone today. This is your debut, too. Man, we should put you on the lanes next year. That's what we should do.
Huh. There's a clip for that.
Yes, there is.
If Fef decides to edit this video, he can shove that in there real quick.
So Stretch just made a split in the 10th frame.
Not a boy.
Good job.
And now we're 0-0.
Stretch is going to make and win his point as he's flexing up there.
As he does.
Telling the world.
Very, very stretch-like.
Very Stretch-like.
Sounded like a whiff from Robert there.
As
And
my
I am
high school
correct.
principal lookalike, Tom Knitter.
And
It's
that
not
guy.
actually his name. I'm just going to call him Tom Knitter. Finishes out with a 138
Robert.
and big Stretch.
All right,
with
Stretch able to deliver here with the
Mark
fill.
SerbskE for the point.
Ending with a 219. You know, we knew, well, we hoped at least that he was going to come back from that 160.
We knew. I was mostly hoping, but you knew.
Yeah.
And he did. He bounced back tremendous.
He
219.
did.
Good score for the big one.
did,
Over
you know.
average.
If only we could have turned that 160 into like a 190. It's important to make those makeable spares.
This is true. So now we turn to the Fef, who's trying to close it out in his own way.
He's also making his comeback here.
That's fine. Oh, that's fine. As long as it ends up with somebody on our team, and I know you can work out.
All right, Fef about to make his first shot here in the 10. Ooh, he liked it. He liked it. I'm going to assume that if anybody here is anything like me, when you post your shot, that means you liked it. He thought he had it. Now let's see if he can make the conversion. And Casey here coming in with his second strike of the game. Wow, Casey here coming in with a 130 average, so it's going to be just below that this game. But it's not looking good for Fef and his point here.
Steph can
was able
punch
to
out for
take
193.
Casey missing that square there. With his handicap, he finishes with a 215.
What's that?
All right, timeout for photos.
Apparently, we're famous now.
We
Us
are
with our
popular here tonight.
a few viewers. Ooh, Jay Santos. Get that Yahtzee, Fef. He's on it. He finishes with a 193 scratch, but he lost his point overall there. Pete seeing if he's able to fill it up here in the 10.
You know, kind of a tough night for the Fef today, but again, it's a marathon for him. He's got a lot going on with all the equipment moving, the travel involved. And we really appreciate all the Fef does to help us make this night, well, let's say it,
Absolutely.
Feftacular.
He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't have to go through all this effort. And the fact that he does just makes him feel just really welcomed. And I think he enjoys coming and hanging out with everyone here. And we all greatly appreciate it. This is so fun for all of us to keep building these memories and being the crazy club that we are.
Well said. And thanks for the folks that kind of came along for the ride today. We enjoyed having you. Let's watch Pete Serbiak close out his 10th frame here.
Absolutely. Didn't I call us all wackos and misfits once?
You did.
I don't regret that.
It's pretty much so
We're getting
it's
a little-
not going to quite finish the way he wanted to, but it's going to be another good score nonetheless as he converts his spare.
Absolutely. Great bowling tonight by Pete. Gavin up there showing emotions. By the way he moved, I could have sworn he loved it, but looking at the result, maybe that's how he reacts when he doesn't.
So the SerbskEs are well positioned to win the salsa. Pete Serbiak leading the pack today with 266, 259. And with a strike on this ball, he'll throw 247.
7.
Of course, he doesn't do that.
I feel like that was his
244.
lowest count all night.
So I think that's 769.
769 on the Feftacular
So for the
night.
kids, 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 7'6".
Listen, I'm not for the
Unofficial.
kids. I'm actually still part of the 69 is funny group.
I was doing the 6'7".
No, you were. I don't get it, and I refuse to give in to it.
Nobody gets it.
I know nobody gets it, and I refuse to play into it. I live old school.
Any way you add that up, great bowling by Pete.
Absolutely. It was very fun to watch him tonight.
John Workla now going to close out his 10th frame. John working on a 202 with the spare conversion and strike.
we have another absolute salsa championship tonight. I am running away with one of those cilantro lime jars there. No one's taking that from me.
We've decided that you need to be on the show. You need to grab your Whitewater girls, pile into a room in front of somebody's phone, and be on the show.
Oh, Fef, you
I
know
like
that I'm a
what's
huge
happening,
nerd.
Fef.
I have a camera, I have a mic, I have it all set up at home. I could do it. I know. I'm just going to have to train them for a while to teach them not to swear every other word. I know, but we want to be a little presentable, you know? We could do that. We could do that. I was nominated to be on the show a long time ago when the club was on here.
All right, so to recap where we're at, Big Stretch takes his point with a 219-253 of handicap over his opponent. The Fef came up a little bit short, 193 for the Fef.
Yes, but his teammates were able to help him out there and still win the overall. Going into the 10th year, the other team is done. We're already up 38 still, so this is a lot.
SerbskE scoots by to capture his third point of the night, 244, 256. John Workler also grabbing his point, and now Iggy trying to put the final touches on what appears to be a 225 for himself. He strikes away from that. The SerbskEs will win game 3, and they will win total. And the Salsa will stay with the SerbskE Club for the 4th year in a row.
Closing out
There
here
it
with
is.
the spare. And that would be all. Your final results for the Feftacular 4.
Oh man, I don't think I have any voice left, guys.
Top shelf with the well done, boys and girl.
It was well done.
My commentary mattered. I know it.
Good times.
And Beth at the well done, Max. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Beth. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys too.
That's Dad, right? Oh my God. Happy Thanksgiving.
Fef, you have any parting words here?
All right. Beth taking the camera mobile here, trying to get some inside scoop on what's happening with the team. Looks like right now they're paying out poker for the game.
Had I known we could do this with the mobile camera, we could have been doing this all night.
Maybe he didn't want us with his phone, which is fair.
Possible.
Iggy coming in. Another pizza. Oh, did he get to spin the wheel? Did he have the lucky number?
I don't know. Was that a spinner?
It might have been. I'm not sure what the lucky numbers were tonight. Here at the Village Bowl and Social Club, social something. They have lucky games every night. They have 2 of them, and if you happen to end with that lucky game, you get to spin the wheel, and it sounds like Iggy might want to compete.
Ooh, we're
That's
getting a
coming with
live
the audio.
Hot microphone.
First, we got to celebrate. Somebody just fun. We keep winning, you keep coming. All right, so we're going to take a quick picture and we'll get you some. Okay? Yes, we have some. Yeah, absolutely. There's some salsa. Oh, Thank you for coming. Yep, happy Thanksgiving. We're going to take a picture. We have plenty here. Somebody take a picture. Get in there.
Did you give away all the salsa to everyone who came to watch tonight? Oh my gosh! I didn't get my cilantro pie.
All right.
I think we can arrange.
Chip Magnet.
World champ.
All right. Number one.
All right, this will bring
Right.
Feftacular IV to a close. A good time had by all.
As
Once
always.
again, thanks for Chip Magnet Salsa for sponsoring. Great job, guys.
Don't drink it, chip it, dip it.
Avoid that double dip. Fef, you have any parting words?
What's that?
Do you have any parting words?
Are we already parting?
I don't know. I don't know how this ends. I just keep talking.
Well, we should at least, come back here on the camera so they can see us. Gosh, where are we here? This is so hard to do the mouse way. I'm used to doing it the doot-to-doot way.
I don't like the dude way.
No? Oh.
That's easier.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
There we go. Kind of go like that.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the castle.
Salsa champs again! 4 times! Woo!
We did it.
Great job, boys.
Undefeated Feftacular champions.
It's hard to put into words what it's hard to put into words what this means. I can't sit here and tell you.
Max is out.
It won't come out.
Fef completely unable
I
to
can't
describe his
express
emotions.
what I'm feeling at this moment.
I can. It's like we just won the NBA Cup.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. The NBA Cup. Yeah. Ultimate points, ultimate champions. It's good. It's good. And tasty salsa.
Cilantro lime is mine.
Normally, Max has more to say, but I have no voice left. I had fun. I'm glad everybody put up with me. Hope nobody gets sick.
I hope I do so I can work from home next week.
Love it.
We need to get Surrey back here. We need a post interview with him to talk about how we bowled tonight. He's obviously, we were telling you all night, he's the mood, he's the energy, he is pumping everybody up here. He's the devil on my shoulder. Why are you pushing me over?
Thank you.
We want to get a post interview with you.
Thank you, Chip Magnet. Thank you, Jim.
Let's talk about your bowling tonight.
Oh my God.
You bowled out of your
Can you
mind.
believe that shit? Shoot stuff. I actually made it like 2 hours without the.
And we were worried about me, and he's been here for 3 seconds.
God dang it.
I'm not the problem.
Here's the key, though. I didn't fall.
Were we worried about you falling?
Well, I fell last year, so there was a concern.
And you didn't gutter, which you've been kind of doing a lot this year.
Whoa.
Shots fired? Absolutely. I have no regrets.
You are like a hard interviewer. You're a tough interviewer. I have guttered a few too many times this year.
Maxxx Creditz has been telling me I've been keeping it real and giving it like it is all night.
No, you did a great job. I can't wait to listen tomorrow to how you guys did. I'm sure you kicked butt completely. It was great. We won the salsa again. It's kind of like the 29-8 or the 38. I mean, we're kind of dominant right now in the salsa.
Were you there for that?
No. Wow. I come back here and it's kind of rough back here, honestly.
I think you just can't handle the pressure.
Yeah, thanks. Even our opponents love us. Thank you.
You bowled out of your mind.
It's 4 in a row. It's kind of like the Vikings, except we won.
Yeah, it's the opposite of the Vikings is what we are. We're the opposite of the Vikings.
Right, but tonight the Viking rose above the rest.
No,
your ball. Your ball.
did.
Your
My
ball. Your ball. Your ball.
My ball was the best Viking since, I don't know, Fran Tarkington. He's old. Randy Moss. Yeah, he was good too. But right now, the best Viking is my ball right now. Thanks. Shout out to Rich Miller's Pro Shop, not the team we beat, but actual Rich Miller.
Maybe it could play quarterback this time.
Yes. Oh, wait.
The song to be played.
This is where we get shut down for
Yeah, this is
copyright.
copyright.
Here's actually like not swearing and not playing copyright music. And
Everyone was a little worried about the mouth that I have on me, but I crushed it tonight.
Great job, Ash. Next year, we're gonna have female bowl this year.
For the first time ever for the Feftacular.
We're gonna make it all right.
Vaginas allowed. Not sexist. Fixing it.
All right.
Is the time we wrap it up? Maxxx Creditz is sick of speaking. He needs the lodgings, another gin and tonic. Dibs.
He's gone the distance and fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful night. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. It's been so fun. I've loved reading your comments and sharing you the history and the lore of the SerbskE Club. So please join us again next year for the Feftacular 5, of which I'll be bowling in this time for the first time ever. I think our whole lineup will be new. Everyone will be new for the Feftacular if we stick to it. We'll see. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I had fun.
Do you know how to end it?
No.
No?
There?
No? No. In the corner.
End stream. Okay, bye.
And